Alright, let's go. Done. Basically, share. Take it in January is enough. Well, I mean, yeah, January will have some, and then February will have some, and I think even March gonna have some leftovers already. So that's gonna be quite something. Hika Geek. Alright. Whoop. This one. Alright, one sec. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then we start the weekly gaming news recap. One moment, be right back. Alright. Go. There we go. How is going a geek house life? How is life? Damn geek. Nah. They probably not ready to commit to all the pragging that fast, you know. You just need to slow down. Then you'll be fine. Then you'll be fine. Alright, so let's see what did happen over the past week in terms of them video game news. See the new stuff, see the old stuff, and discuss it all too. Let's go. Let's see. What do we have? Alright. There we go. Let's go. What do we have? The Sinking City is a 90% discount. That was actually unironically quite alright. That was one... the perfect case of when open world is completely useless and just slapped on top of the game. Like, just ignore the open world and the game is actually kind of good. Everything else, not that much though. Like the open world and quests, the side quests were garbage. The main stuff was cool though. And with 90% discount, that might be nice. Sì che sì. The beer happens. Blade 2 on discount. Hunter Call of the Wild got the dog. Insane. Pathfinder. Free weekend and 75% discount. Not bad. The Zodiac feels bad, man. Feels bad. Dark Tide face the twins. That's the link update they got. Some new mobs or something. Well, let's see. The ancient Russian life simulator. Now they keep going with that, with all the memes there, brother. The memes continue. Well, it's probably some funk there and stuff going on, right? As always. Classic. That meme is like going way too far already. Finally a good game there, yeah.
Learn the secret techniques of the ancient Russians.
And translating some of that stuff there too. And some cum beam right there.
Join the great feats of the ancient Russians.
3 other games this month. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised. All yours, yeah.
Glory to the family. Glory to the feet of our ancestors.
Classic. There's like a bunch of them already, yeah. Desktop Beach Girls, huh? That's quite the... But that's quite the layout of games they have there, I guess. Let's see how it is. Escape from Russia mobilization. Escape from Russia demo. It was like the Russian life simulator, now they got the ancient Russian life simulator, I see. Classic. Let's see how it is. The beams got too far, man. Beams got too far. And more lizards too. Is it also from the same? Ancient Rus. Okay, yeah, I see it. Publisher Dungeon Master. Okay, I guess. Okay, that's another one, yes. They got the double even. Different devs though, but yeah, there is double now. Yeah, with the horror elements, damn son. Insane. Sea Secret, I see. And beam is going too far. Beam's going too far. And those sell like crazy too. Well, these are actually kind of like taking off, but like the one of those or like a few of those just got like super crazy. The Gnorp Apologue. Journey of the Gnorps as you guide them towards their goal of delightfully excessive wealth accumulation. A way to think indeed, eh? Would he crush the rock, man? It's the wealth you accumulate, I guess. Alright. A way to think. But not exactly completely sure. What are we dealing with, eh? Helps small beings called Ednorps get reach. Unique incremental game. The interesting upgrades and visuals to match the numbers. Okay. Hit the rock. What is the rock? Irrelevant question. When struck, it outputs shards, and shards are amazing. Allow you to purchase and upgrade the Gnorps and build new structures. Gnorps must have them. Hitting the rock is only half the battle. However, as the Gnorps must retrieve the shards before they can use them. Acquire and upgrade the Gnorps. See, so basically, like, you're gonna be hitting it in different ways, huh?
I love you guys.
Getting upgrades from that. No shit, Zach Mac. Welcome back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Appreciated a lot. Thank you, sir. If you enjoy theorizing about and executing builds and games, this game is for you. There it is. There it is. River Tales Stronger Together. Co-op. For the agenda. 3D co-op adventure platformer. Asymmetrical co-op system. Someone plays as a fish gear. And some as a cat. Gravity Game Rise. That's actually like one of the like subdivision of the Gravity games. The guys that are ruining the Ragnarok Online for years at this point. So now that they got some extra monies from running the blockchain version of Ragnarok and everything, I guess they're investing it into some indie games. Let's see what did I say? Damn save, feels bad, man. The Giga Merchants. Gourd 50% off. Damn, son. The value. The value. House Flipper too. Man, these guys already like went ham. How much was the House Flipper 1 on release, I wonder? Because this already seems kind of like quite the... Let me see, I'm curious. That seems like a case of, you know, we cool now, so let's put some crazy price on. Let me see. ID groups. Yes, it was released at... Set the currency. Where is it? Like Euro, for example. So it was released initially at 16 Euro. The first game. And on sales it went already all the way down to 3 Euro. In the second game... The second game seems like starting already at 30 Euro. Not bad, not bad. They be growing. Is it even like that much different compared to the first one though? Yeah, it's like the typical playway stuff. Like I don't even know what is different in this one potentially. Back in brand new fashion. Buy and renovate rundown houses. Build new ones, now you can. So basically kinda... Wait for half off sale, so you said the price should be. Okay, I see. Classic. 10 hours beaten all the story missions. And like 350 hours in the first game. The series, I say. Look pretty much the same, yeah. Barely any furniture. Plus, people do love this shit, though. But yeah, it seems like the second one doesn't really add that much. And 1,000 hours logged in the first game. Holy shit, man. People go ham. Great successor. Painting. So annoying and hurts my wrist. Okay, I think I kind of know what kind of mini game they added with that. Window cleaning. Okay, same thing for window cleaning. Okay, so they just basically added like this mechanic where you just like press the mouse button and then you just like shake your mouse over the place to paint it or to clean it. Filtering. Customization. So like literally they just like added only like painting and window cleaning pretty much. Yeah. A decent power wash, yeah. Well, power wash I could kinda... Well, I mean, I guess this I also can see. But yeah, they decided to capitalize on the success real quick. Real quick. Yes, these two, I see. Get the patches in. But I mean, overall, it's also... This one is also kind of pumping already. For something that is just out. And for double the price too, by the way, compared to the first one. Quite something, man. Play away with the farming. Escape from Grustovia. Oh, I see how it is, alright. Escaping from the sad country. See how it is. Another one. Another one. Another one of those. The long-awaited draft notice has arrived. Let's see how it is. Beam games are the reflection of the reality, you know. What a time to be alive, huh? The goal is to escape the country, I guess. Alright. Microphone is kinda dinky, how so? Maybe Twitch is having some... Is it the Twitch distortion there? It is dinky. Can that be? Could be, yeah. I see there. By now. I think it should be fine now, though. I mean, I don't even have the noise gate. I have like just the filtering thing in OBS. Nah, I'm not sure actually still. Maybe OBS. Got something else running there? No, I don't think so. It could be OBS. I don't know. Don't hear it. Because like I didn't really do or change anything. That's the thing. Maybe it was like the very low and quiet Steam trailer though. Is it fine now? Because that could be from the game too, I guess. Sure, what else can it be even? It seemed like there was some muffled bit of distortion in the back. I don't know, maybe like the OBS is being prepared or something. Let me see. No, the usage is fine, I think. What happened with it? What happened with that? Fine now. Because that could be from the game too, I guess. Oh yeah, sure. Not sure. Still the same? It's better now. What it could be? Did it start even then? No idea. Something got piggy there, baby. Something got piggy then. Wait, what can it be then? Because I didn't really touch anything. Table? I mean, I didn't really touch the thing. Let's try to reapply the noise suppression there on OBS side, but not sure. Yeah, that was the noise suppression in OBS removed. I'm not sure it didn't change much though. Take it out one more. And there's some sort of like the noise it tries to filter of some weird origins. Huge static. Alright, let's see. Where's the static can be coming from though? Especially since it just started, huh? Haven't really done much. I haven't really done much either. Huge base static there, let's see. Yeah, it tries to not to filter that. Well, that's an interesting one because, yeah, I didn't really even do anything though. Where did that come from? Maybe? No? Kinda doubt it though. Did seem like it was a little loose there, but didn't really touch that. Still there. What else can it be even then? That did something? Well, I was moving the... What's the name? The amp, basically. The touch just now made rattling. Well, I mean, all good now. Might be gone now. Could be maybe because I have like the charging, like the electrical cables close to it. Weird. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I haven't touched it before, so I don't know why it started even there. Charging on the cable, well, kind of close to it, I guess. Let me see actually if I move it now. Will it do some interferences now? I'm just gonna move the outlet thingy closer. No, all good. Yeah, then I have no idea what it was. Then I have no idea what it was. No, that's normal weekend. Yeah, like that's what I thought, but I don't know why it just started all of a sudden. Because the charge is already in the same spot like all stream. Like I put my my Kindle to charge the ebook. Quick way lose a little cable. Yeah, I mean it probably was because that's what I did, but why? I haven't touched that today pretty much. Weird shit, man. Like it would happen already like earlier today, then. Well, at least fixed now. At least fixed now. That's good. Alright, continue. Yeah, it was kinda random. That was random. Yeah, that's the versus one, bro. The prices though. Weeb's gonna buy it anyway, so I guess. Similar to Dota, apparently. Somehow, alright. Deluxe character pass that costs the same as the game, actually. Oof. Yeah, the free edition there, insane. No regional pricing. I mean, yes, but also that would be kinda. I think it's the bad regional pricing, probably. Let me see. Versus Rising. Let me see, how much is it? It is 50 euro. So no, it's not even the regional. Like, if there will be no regional, it will be even worse. It would be even worse with no regional pricing. So it's kind of just the bad regional pricing. That's a doofus. The powered up revamped sequel. See how it is, eh? I mean, Weeb's gonna buy it, so they know what they're doing. Still unbuyable at these prices? Yep, that is true. That is true. Then add all the DLCs for this amount of money also. Oof. Yeah, Iridianaut is pumping hard. They do be pumping pretty hard. That's nice. Some quality games, man. Some quality games. And that's what I call okay price. That's what I call good price even. Dungeons of Sandaria, where would that be? Dungeon crawler.
I love you guys.
Oh shit, into Devon. Welcome back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it a lot. How we doing? The Sea Sacred, I see. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. You know, what are these? Some insane emotes you got there, Nick. What is this shit? $10, it's a steal. Dari's fucking raw. Then we have some contrasting opinions there. The hype trade emote, alright. They got the uwu emotes. I see. They baiting also there, alright. Playtime gonna double now it's out of early access. I see. The good prices there too, huh? The release of the game Kings and Heroes that came out in 2016-17 game failed many years ago and unfortunately is just a reskin. Really? A re-release of the same game before, 100% cash grab, look up Kings and Heroes that was taken off the Steam store, and it's the exact same game. Don't support this crap. Damn, son. Same developer and the same publisher and just stealing your money. Actually, fools. A reskin still unfinished and clunky. Damn, son. That's some insane drama in the secrets with this one. Eight huge dungeons even. Is it actually false? Is it actually false? Well, I mean, if they had already something going, you know, maybe it wasn't very successful, but they reworked it and tried to publish it again, then I mean, as long as they reworked it and everything, why not? Many assets are from it, but devs don't hide it. Alright, well, I mean, that makes sense to reuse assets, though. See. Well, I mean, seems kind of like it's doing alright and the price is good, so... Water beginning, is it another Giga Survival one? Damn, very positive on this one. A limited introduction experience to Water Survival. Open world survival game with unique character building and crafting. Build and upgrade your base, survive the zombie apocalypse. Damn son, another one. Another one. And they just be farming with this. Damn, even cars and stuff. Well, I mean, might be better than other early access survival games though, I guess. Single player actually though, huh? Alright. Would it be multiplayer, I wonder? Open world survival craft, yeah. Did they add like the Giga tag? Oh, they didn't actually, damn son. They didn't deserve the Giga tag that has it all together in one. But still, close, close. Alright, what's here? The finals. The finals going well still. Let's see actually how that goes, huh? That seems quite solid still. That seems quite stable there, I'd say. Impressive, impressive. Oh, the better, I guess. Not bad, not bad. Well, I mean, not that much time to judge, really, but still. Still not bad, I would say. A ranking has a stale meta. I see, alright. Casual was fun for you, buddies. Alright. That's good. That sounds nice. Here's the house flipper and the popular ones even. Rogue trader. They're mostly positive now. It was very positive. With the bug fiesta going too strong. Clearly not a Polish game. Selling this shit for the price of Baldur's Gate 3, I see. Hard locked in chapter 2 with 3 different bugs preventing me from progressing the game. Alright. All of a sudden experienced so many bugs, even places where I've been before, where everything works smoothly. Then bugs and long loading. Well, that sounds like classic Owlcat there indeed, eh? Comparing this to Baldur's Gate 3. It's a CRPG. Baldur's Gate 3 is Norway, how so? How so? Yeah, that is already kind of like the... We're starting to get this like thing a little bit that people were afraid of. Is that, you know, there are some Mega 5 heads now, quote unquote, that are going like, bruh, Baldur's Gate 3 had everything voiced. This is just bunch of text, man. This is garbage. Nice, oh guys, nice. So we're gonna have some of those hot takes. We're gonna have some of those hot takes. I don't envy anyone trying to make some RPG nowadays. Unless you have some huge budgets to get fully voice acted and everything, of course. That's gonna be hard. Nice, Orgags, nice. Yes, but people don't understand that. Like, they do that, but they don't care. Or they do, but they don't care. Yeah, people also forget that it's, you know, like also was quite a long tenure in the early access and everything, right? Like it was actually being there for a while too. Pumping, farming, raising money for the full, you know, project. Yeah, people do forget that. Everyone already starts molding if there is no voice acting and everything. Which I mean, I guess it is what it is. We'll need to kind of work with that. We'll need to work with that. People do BPP, I guess, sometimes, yeah. The engineer coming soon. 18th of December, actually. Very soon. Get making systems too complicated, I see. Good demo, that one, was it? The beams, the beams. Let's see we can, alright. Pet the cat, though. Feels good. Cut the cat friend. Solova. A zombie survival game online. Oh yeah, we saw this one before. The ding stuff, dude. And even the publisher with developer also. Zombie survival game online. See how it is, huh? Feels bad, Steve. Feels bad. Yeah, Sacred, yeah. The zombie extraction game. Well, I mean, day before wasn't supposed to be one. It kinda ended up being one, though. But that's a different story. Okay, 1 second. Let me try. Forgot to do this. Just gonna remove this here. And do this. Alright, so like properly centered there. There we go. That will do. Can't even play that work massage, huh? The infinite creativity on this one there, yep. Sure is, huh? The survival stuff is like always pumping, dude, huh? PvPvE game. And no fun, man. Can't even play some work massage. The looter shooter here, too. The world of warfare and economics, son. The grand strategy. Control any country in the world, have their politics, economy, and military in your hands. Shape your own version of World War III, global pandemic, or create a custom scenario. Explore up to 66 planets. Damn, son. The thought been there. Conquer through a war of or diplomacy. Become the ultimate strategist in the universe. Insane. Do it, Steve, do it. It's time. This is the paradox game with no paradox. Sorta. Interesting. 21st of December. There's like 66 planets though. Like, what are we doing on other planets? Still the same countries, just on other planets? How does that go? I need to put that one in here, I see. Try to get everything in. Insane. This is the next level of the map painting simulation, I guess. Let's see what I see. Nice, at least got something. That's good. That's good. Let's see, stay with see. Can choose ding stuff. Can choose the wait ding. They're working on the second game already for a while, actually. I'm kind of waiting. Cool thing today? Probably not. Most likely not gonna have time. Since we did yesterday already. We'll see though, we'll see, but probably not. Probably not today. Strategy RTS war game. They have some mature content there. Alright, that's an insane trailers there. There's some actual RTSing. See what I see. How lucky. Too many people. Well, you can go on the workday maybe. Unless they will peace out though. Should be a bit less people. Day Sunday after all. Kinda still early though for that, I feel. The release date changes. I mean, this could be kinda alrighty. Looks a bit zoomed out though. See, Steve, I say. Got an excuse for that. The war pause. Fulcrum Publishing, I see, from Sleepgate. Fulcrum is not being shown there though. Full agenda. Cats versus dogs. Quick to learn a classic RTS. I see. Full agenda everywhere, man. In RTS format though, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. 2023, and yeah, there's not that much left of 2023 though. That's for sure. Siege and the Descent, folks. That's some interesting naming. 2D stealth Metroidvania with parkour platforming. Majestic palace and ancient prisons of a kingdom under siege. The mental legendary Sand folks. The play on, damn son. They didn't actually cancel and laid off all the people, I guess. Yeah, the name is a bit dank. It looks nice though. This looks nice. This looks kinda nice actually. And with some stealth though. Also 2023. Another one. I guess there's gonna be like a lot of like soon upcoming, coming soon games because they just had date in you know, the whole year, and the year is coming to an end, so they all gonna start pumping here. Then there's some ding shit here seems like. Oh, medium fantasy MMORPG actually. Oh, MMORPG, oof. That might be way too dank. Emphasis on social gameplay, crafting, party combat, territory capture, and player versus developer style combat. Damn son. Destroy the developers. The medium fantasy now again, no idea. I only know high fantasy. I guess maybe the low fantasy sorta too. What's the medium one then? This seems kinda dank, yeah, but the problem is that, like, all those kind of like indie small MMOs, they can almost never end well though. They rarely actually end well, sadly. It's like self-published and everything, so we'll see about that. The player versus developer. Formerly known as a study, yeah. The hardcore aspects. Item loss on death or breaking. Okay, so it's like the giga hardcore stuff, alright. Logistics, inability to grow too powerful. Can request access to the Steam playtest for free. Actually, it's the early access launches, you'll need to purchase a copy though. Free updates and expansions. Player versus developer is where every player teams up against developers like they are dungeon master of a board game. I'm surprised like not a lot of... Well, I mean, I guess not that surprised that not a lot of MMOs do that. Because like back in like the Ultimate days and stuff, and like in the private server eras too, that was like quite a lot of this like interaction when like developers were, you know, taking that dungeon master role and organizing some stuff going on. That is kind of cool. That adds some new shit to the game after all too. But with big games, that kind of never happened. And with the community focus. Capture the territories and the liberation system. The more popular you get, the less you want to interact with community. I mean, you don't even need to really. You just kind of like, you know, get in as a huge fucking dragon or something and gather everyone around to try to kill you or something like that, you know. That's, I think, like an Ultima, how it was back then. Like those kind of interactions. But yeah, I guess you just kind of don't even want to mess around with that. But I mean, you also, you know, can just like hire people for that. Kind of like the game master ones like back in the day. So they just organize those things and get paid for that too. That would be kind of cool. A little more engaged type of game. And yeah, then you can actually like make it like pretty like custom in terms of how the world works and everything with events and stuff. A lot of opportunities, especially if you make the game with that design in mind. Like, with a lot of, like, you know, this, like, kind of like, how would you say, the mod tools of sorts, I guess, to create those events, like the handmade events by developers. It'd be very cool. But that probably also from the technical standpoint is, in big MMOs from technical standpoint is probably annoying also because nowadays it's already like lots of servers, lots of layers. It's like to make something happen across like multiple servers and layers. Like control the dragon, for example, or something. That would be kind of tricky, I guess. Doable if you have tools in place for that, I feel, though. Bushiden. Sama old schoolish Metroidvania. Just a platformer. Insane. That's another one with 2023. There's just gonna be a bunch of these. Imagine if I would tell myself, like, you know, at this point already almost like, well, let's say like 25 years ago, that in 25 years we'll be playing this kind of stuff. I wouldn't believe myself. Did you get in on this? I see. It's called Against the Black Priory. Man, that name sounds very familiar. Why though? Where did I see that? Oh yeah, maybe, yeah, okay. I just remember seeing it like being announced or something back in the day. Probably. The retro-style party-based RPG. The grim dark fantasy world of tragic heroes, violent deaths, and Lovecraftian horror. Choice matters as you explore and engage in branching story mixed with a crunchy tactical turn-based combat. Crunchy. Character customization. Then the crunchy combat. That's an interesting one. Yeah, it's also because it's 2023, I guess. BMX Streets. Poog. Insane BMXing simulator, alright. Not even the trailer though, just the screenshots. Potentially wicked, yeah, potentially wicked, I guess. Let's see what's in the recommends there. Light no fire. Well, yeah, that one will be interesting to see whenever that happens. They kind of like got a bunch of hype around this one. It's interesting, like even like my super normie console gamer friend also was interested in this one. But usually he doesn't like stuff like that. So yeah, that I guess they managed to get it quite good, eh? Curious but careful, yeah. I already had the No Man's Sky experience before. I mean, I guess they learned, but we'll see. The Dark Pulse. Wait for the reviews with these devs through. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be pulling the same shit for the second time. That'll be too much already, but you never know. You never know. Yeah, there's gonna be something probably you kind of want to play with someone though. Like, it seems like it at least. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be kind of okay solo experience, but so far it feels like it's gonna be something kind of like Ark or something, where you do kind of want to have some peeps with you. I see, Steve. I see. Saved. What will happen if you light the fire? True. Them Against the Storm supporter pack recommended. Damn son. Well, I mean, I love the game though. Game is great. Game is great. Game is pretty good. Second best rated this year on Metacritic. Feels good, man. Gonna play some next week probably. Before I hop on to the Boomerathon, we gonna play some. Okay, Crossblitz we saw before too, I think, didn't we? Mixed though. In early access. So where are we mixed? Hearthstone solo adventures are better and they're free. Oof, dude. Well, that's a hot one there. Ah, because this card battler is similar to Hearthstone. Is it just because it's deck builder or something? Hiltonelo. So the plate for a Booberthon are gonna be some of the classics. Here's a Modern Magic 3 and Disciples 2. Then it's gonna be Heretic. And then we'll see. Then we'll see. I do have some options. Maybe I'll get some KK&D. Maybe. For some strategy action. Maybe I get some Mind and Magic for RPG action. Maybe. The Outcast disqualified. Why? How so? I mean, who knows? But I'm still kind of like doing stuff. Basically, I either like played myself or the stuff that I like always like felt, you know, like I wanted to play. Like KK&D, for example, is something I wanted to play since childhood, pretty much. It's gonna probably like ruin the charm that I built in my mind back then, but still, I want to. Outcast not on the list. Wait, the list of Boomer stuff I bought, but I already have Outcast now. I think they gave it for free or something. But yeah, for now I'm just kind of like mostly trying to stick to the things that I see it and I'm like, I want it. Jericho? Yeah, Jericho I could try. Yeah, Jericho I could try. Probably not. I don't remember. There was something with Jericho that was a bit tricky though. Like, was it the fact that you can't really get it nowadays or something? Not sure. Oh, the remake was not. Okay, I see. So yeah, usually just like look at stuff and if okay, I want this, then I get this. It's Abandonware, yeah, I see. Arcanum gonna happen. Arcanum is like Arcanum, Planescape Torment, you know, all those things. Like they for sure in the list, 100% always because it's the RPG classics. But it's like it's huge, man. So I'm just not sure when we'll be finding time to play all that shit. Let's see what I see. Yeah, I did get a bunch of stuff there. Like out of RPGs, I might do some Might and Magic. Maybe. Just for some reason, kind of like felt like it, I guess. I went to ask my Might and Magic Endurer friend what exactly to pick and everything. And then I went and picked stuff. Game is fun until you face a boss that uses cheats. Unbalanced. If you like especially if you like deck builders like Slay the Spire. Like you know already kind of like when you see like if you see like a little more exquisite endurers, they're gonna be comparing to something like Slay the Spire. If you see someone like, you know, who's not really into deck building stuff, they're gonna compare probably with some Hearthstone or some shit. The actual Might and Magic. The actual Might and Magic. Allowed to stream Abandonware. If it's complete Abandonware and there is for sure no kind of like claims for it and stuff, you should be fine, yeah. Should be fine. 6, 7, and 8 into one game. We'll see. Like I need to think about it. Thing is, like, I think it still has a lot of like issues and bugs even if you play just one game. If you play like 3, that might be a bit too dank. Because my friend recently was replaying, I don't remember which one was he replaying, actually 7th or something. And even with all the patches and stuff, he had some moments of molding there. Because of the bugs and everything, so yeah, not sure. The Enclave might happen at some point. Yeah, Enclave I played back in the day. The Enclave back when I played it, it didn't really feel like anything, some super crazy stuff for me though. But yeah, I didn't finish it, I think, even back then. So I did. It was just kind of like one of those games I kind of just got when I was like looking for the options, and then I was like, well, I mean, might as well. Like, wasn't really super pogue about it, but it wasn't bad. So it is somewhere there. It is somewhere there. A Wonder Hero. Oh, we got the Booba deck builder. Let's see. Booba is farming, dude. Booba is farming. Clive is boring and buggy, is it? Well, like the boring part I kind of did feel a little bit. So did I greet you earlier, Lithium? Hello, sir. Yeah, Silverfall I got this time. Old Hitman games. At some point probably I will. Right now, not yet probably. Then we got like the full fan service on this one, alright. The Booba Builder. Let's see how it is. Oh, so they got like some dink takes on it. I see, alright. Fantasy of two-dimensional traverser. Can take leisurely and strategically deep adventure. You can also collect beautiful girls without hurting your wallet. And form your own harem. Mercenary group. I see, alright. They put, you know, all the cars front there. Gamble Tower. Damn, another one. High stakes journey in our roguelite deck builder. And another one. Every decision is a gamble. Risk and reward intertwine to shape your odds. 2nd of September with 20 reviews. 95% positive. Guess I didn't take off that well though. Blood Bunny is still great. I mean, all of them are kinda, yeah. Just like you need to have like the mood for the games. That's how I'm like trying to go for it. You need to have like a mood for some of the old stuff, especially too. Otherwise, you're just gonna kind of like flush it basically. But when you feel like something, then it's good. Like heroes this year, for now, I'm kind of don't like really feel like super much, so I will do some. But that's not gonna be like, I basically have like some, like heroes are always good, but some years I just have like some insane sessions, like in 21, like 2020 and 20 to 21 I think was it? No, actually 21 to 22 winter. Like that was like some Giga Heroes action. I was just feeling it so much that I couldn't stop. And sometimes you just kind of like feel like playing it a bit, but not that much. But not that much. Sipone, see. Heroes a ton and not Boomerathon. Yeah, just kind of like was in the rush basically to play some. This year kind of for now at least, but you know, that's kind of games where appetite comes when you start eating, you know. We'll see. We will see. Oh yeah, this one is out now. Man, this one is farming. Holy shit. The Exit 8. Somewhat similar to the backroom stuff. And it do be pumping. Holy, alright. That's a lot of reviews there. The concept is interesting. Oh, that's exquisite. That's an exquisite review. Kinda neat, but very short. I see, alright. Well, I mean, it also, the price is kinda like okay, I guess. City Idol. City building game where the citizens are fully simulated and every decision you make impacts their lives. Stone Age to the Iron Age and beyond. Just civilization evolve and progress under your guidance. No water equals that scary, I see. Not actually a local game, just launches a browser window that connects to the website. Okay. Oh, in-app purchases even. Oh, free to play. Okay, I see. Well, that's big skipus there. Island Song, 5th of December there. Lucky Hero. How was it? The gambling builder. A roguelike symbol building game. Aha. New one. Island Song not farming, yeah. That one didn't go that well. Yeah, so it's like the Kickstream roguelike basically. Just doing some spinnies there. Twisted Once Human. It did kind of seem interesting. Not sure. That did seem kind of interesting. Did an early access and out or something? Fundamental flaws in the game. Encourages you to drag out easy fights so you can maximize gold earnings and HP gain. That does happen. I know the feel in some games. Not fun. C500 I say. It's kind of like the survival sort of like MMO thingy or something. Sorta. Yeah, the quality reviews there. Real Roads and Catacombs. Card building roguelike game. You create your cards from scratch and in different upgrades. Build your train. Seen that before. Explore this mad land and face fearsome bosses. Let's see if I wanted to see. Is it the PvP-ness one? Or just PvE? Yeah, sometimes I am kind of in PvE, alright. Sometimes I am in the mood for kind of game like that. Not gonna lie. I mean, with Skull and Bones and stuff even. Sometimes you just want to grind. Like I feel like there was like quite a while already without like the proper MMOing, so I'm kind of like starting to build up, you know, the grind. The grind feel. That Ragnarok been a while ago. And New World too. Slowly starts to get in, to get back. Cards and castles too. Deck building galore all over the place. CSC. Is it on Steam actually? It is. Was it Nexon or some stuff? No, actually not. For some reason I remember I've seen something. It's like Nexon or someone else. Still need to get access to this shit too though. Q3 2024. That'll take some time. 76 update was flop one whole stream. It's just because I needed to push the Starfield though for completion. I actually gonna probably play some next week. I probably will. I think I didn't uninstall it or something, even though I needed space, right? Yeah, I do still have it, so I probably will. I probably will do some. See, this one I need to get access to though. There's a beta test right now, so yeah, the in-app purchases. Dude, I swear I think it was like Nexon or something. Let me see. Wrong, or like some other like Giga MMO company or something behind it. NetEase, yeah, okay, the Nexon, but NetEase, alright. That's kind of from the same department, to be honest. Alright, and in-app purchases already in there. So like there is kind of this like, you know, a looming threat whenever it's gonna be actually out. Then it's gonna be, you know, not that good. But we'll see. Grindy MMO? Well, not exactly grindy MMO, just kind of like in the mood to grind something. But you need to be like in the mood to grind something specific, I guess. Let's put it that way. Like, unironically, like, Skull and Bones would be out now and it would be, like, free or, like, really cheap. I probably would be actually grinding that some. If we had other people to join, I wouldn't mind, actually. Fallout 76 also might... No, might. It will happen next... Well, actually, we'll see. I have, like, again, so much stuff to play, and then it's Boomerathon, and I'm gonna be playing 76 during Boomerathon. So, we'll see. We'll see. Actually, already we'll need to... Let me see, actually. 70th, 20th, maybe next week or something. Yeah, we'll need to get actually stop by in Dying Light 2 actually. $60 is not 80. Well, on console, I think it is. Not only streamers there, I think not only. You just need to get access somehow though, but yeah. Streamers just usually kind of have easier time to join, if not all of them even too. Not all of them. It's over. Alright, let's go check out the store then. Big Spooder monster, yeah. Quite huge. Quite huge. Let's see what's on GOG. GOG has a sale. I already like got a whole bunch of boomer shit. Feels good, man. Can recommend checking. I like GOG sales for that. I just usually like every once in a while just like open. And then you can go here and what's actually pretty nice here, what is good, this. We just go all the way here and boom, easy selection for some boomerathoning there. Feels good. And then you just scroll it until you see something, you know, that is like, oh, that I want to play. But I already did this sale though, so I think I'm good for this sale. I think so. Maybe I'll notice something else, but I think so. And you already kind of start like noticing things we already did before too. Like Oblivion, like the Submarine Titans, like Daikatana actually. That already was all streamed. True save true. That is true. The old Legacy of Kain games too, to get some of those. I only played one. I think actually Defiance I only played. I didn't really finish it either, I think. To get into this, need to get the Thief games too. I already have that at least. Yeah, there's Corsair's Gold. Is it the one? Oh no, that's even danker there. Yeah, that's some like Giga Boomer stuff there. All that for 24 cents, brother. Can you imagine? Well, returning from the browser page is annoying though. A little bit. That was one I wanted to... What was the Chicago one? Oh, that was the turn-based. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, this one, the tactical one. Still looking for like some like dank mafia-themed like management strategy games. That I played so far are not really cutting it, dude. I'm not really cutting it. That's an underserved niche there. Something in the Boomerathon for not RTS enjoyers. Hexen? No, Hexen already did all Hexen. Heretic. Heretic will be there. Maybe Might and Magic. We'll see. We'll see. The RTS is gonna be only one game, basically. Like, if even. I'm not sure exactly yet, but it's gonna be KK&D probably. That's it. Out of strategies. Out of real-time strategies. I mean, Heroes will happen too, if we count that. Old guild games, I only played the second one. A third one I still have in my wish list, and I still check once in a while, and reviews are still shit, so I'm still waiting. Actually, was it second or was it first guild I played? I don't remember. Oh, then we all of a sudden got like a bunch of snow already outside. Holy fuck, alright. Didn't notice. Guild rechecking once in a while, let's see. Going for more this time? Well, not this time, but at some point. At some point, I'll return to it again. Yeah, guild I did not long ago. That was like a couple of years ago, I think, if not even less. That wasn't long ago. See, a bunch of stuff here. Nah, guild games are nice, yeah. Guild is good. Guild is good. It will return, but yeah, for now there is like still a lot of stuff that I haven't played. So I'll probably keep going with that. And we'll probably keep going with that. Yeah, this already in the library. Like, I would actually mind returning to Majesty, for example, but I think I'm gonna wait with that for now. Majesty was really good. Painkiller I probably should get at some point. Never really got into it. Think it was good. Played, but never finished. Parkon Perimeter I'm gonna play at some point of 100%. But yeah, this is like, you know, the from the good times of the Russian game dev. But currently, yeah, no, not the best time to go into that, I guess. Oh yeah, Rune at some point I need to do also. So I do notice some of the things I need to get. Yeah, the Sea Pogs, that's the one that is gonna be like the Corsair Origins, basically, right? I think. This is actually who wanted to get some sort of insane pirate simulation and shit. That might be kinda close to it. Alexander. Perimeter is a pain to run on modern PCs. Yeah, those might be in general kinda like painful. Those might be painful to make run, we'll see. Well, I mean, I did manage to get Conquest Earth to play, so I think it's doable, but it's gonna be a lot of pain. Oh yeah, get this shit. It's on the $1.67, man. Get him! Heroes 3. The right version. Don't get the HD version on Steam, it's garbage. Get this. And then just install HD mod and you good. Way better and way cheaper. Yeah, 13 at some point I could do too. The Alien Nations I got. Docs I already streamed. Also not super long ago, really. Not super long. I could do Aquanox at some point too. Aquanox I maybe could. Third one unfortunately is garbage. To be honest, second one I think also wasn't like that crazy good. First one was nice, even though like, I don't know, will it be that good nowadays? It's kind of like pretty much like playing a space sim, but instead of space you are in the water, underwater. Soundtrack was nice, and the graphics back then were insane. At the new Aquanox, yeah, apparently that one is trash, though. Sadly, that one apparently is trash. Well, Barker's Undying, we did. Sounds really nice. Yeah, I mean, if you're into that kind of games, it's nice. Like, instead of, like, space, you're just underwater submarine. Modifying the submarine. It's just an underwater shooter. Well, I mean, sorta. Sorta. It is. But, yeah, not shooter exactly, as in you know, you control the submarine. So it's pretty much kind of like in space. Yeah, you can go in multiple dimensions and everything. The first one was, like, pretty... straightforward basic stuff. Second one, they tried to do some sort of like cool lore and stuff, but something there sort of made it fail. I don't remember exactly. Maybe the fact that they tried to go like kind of more serious, you know, and story centered around it, and people didn't really want that, so it just kind of like flopped. Well, maybe it didn't really flop. They brought the third one in, right? So, like, maybe it was kind of okay, but just not received as good as the first one. First one was really nice. First one I remember I played through completely. First one I actually think I had, like, the essay on the English lesson back then. I remember. Then the Fallout collection. Yeah, Gangsters I already did. This is the Super Boomer Gangsters game. This one is too dank. And it was also kind of PPG to make it run, I think, too. Well, not that PPG, actually. GOG version was okay. Yeah, Aquanox I could do at some point, for sure. Aquanox I could, eh? But it's like, hate when it returns all the way back there. Alright, fine, let's go for the other stores. You can just scroll this forever, and things I already did even. But you still kind of always, like, find something new. You always find something new. Oh, I think that's why I got Might and Magic. I just saw it like on sale also pretty cheap, and I was like, oh shit. Let me go ask which ones I should get. And a friend was like, well, like 7 is good shit and 6 is good shit. And I guess kinda 8 is alright. So I was like, alright. 6, 7, 8. And when you get 6, you basically need to buy the whole collection from 1 to 6. So I'm like, well, shit. Guess we're getting a whole bunch there. Oh yeah, Populous. Oh, I got the Populous. All right, at least one of them, I guess. That one I need to do also. I had a friend who was like super obsessed with Populous back then. I never really got to play it. So it would be nice. It would be nice. System Shock I wouldn't mind actually, but yeah, didn't get the remaster unfortunately. If I would, I probably... Oh, wait a second. Did I get the... Weird, it should be there. The Kingpin remaster apparently ended up being not very good. So I was, and people recommended, and I was thinking maybe I should just get, you know, the basic usual Kingpin. Just slap some mods on top and it's good. But I guess I don't actually know why. Oh yeah, maybe removed because like it's like so annoying with like switching the regions and stuff. I guess I'll need to contact like support or something. Maybe switch the GOG region or something. I want time to be alive and you can't even get some boomer shit. Or because of the wrong region. You think you can switch already everything? Like currency, language, country, all of that. The region still stays. Pipiega. It's on Steam too? I think it wasn't available actually. Or remaster was, but the original wasn't. Kingpin Life of Crime. Oh yeah, that's not available. Yeah, actually Interplay and stuff. Wait. Why is not... Oh, but maybe it's not on sale or something? Yeah, probably. Okay. Yeah, so Reloaded apparently is garbo. But also buying this with no sale, I'd rather not probably. Because it's just for memes, really. But what is like think about this though? The original soundtrack by Cypress Hill, yeah. They even added like the Giga localization that like local pirates did back in the day. And that's like the only thing that was like worth mentioning even about this game back in the day. Because it did feel like complete trash. But the voice acting was insane for us. It's like impressionable kids. Well, I mean, I was like 10 back then. And they just like swearing like crazy there. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? That's cool. I'll get some Epico. See what's there. And get into the news. Was on that Epic? Let's see. Oh yeah, the Epic sale is on. Yeah, I have the coupon and stuff. Okay, let's see. VOD, yeah, Witchfire. Witchfire apparently is actually pretty good. I just kind of like can't really find time to get through that. I really can't find time to get in that. At some point, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, VOD apparently is not that good, I see. The Remnant on 40%, and yeah, you can also add the coupon for 33% discount on top of the sales. So pretty good. Witchfire roguelite now? Wait, was it? I thought it was kind of more of a story stuff, no? Yeah, I think just Dark Fantasy first-person shooter from the creators of Painkiller Bulletstorm. Maybe in early access they have like mostly kinda... Nah, I don't think. Unique blend of Souls-like extraction and roguelite gameplay. Oh, so it is some roguelite gameplay there, okay. Thought it was more like story-based thingy. Maybe because of early access and then like the story stuff will be later. Not sure. But yeah, right now buying is good though, because you have discount, you have the coupon for 33% off on top, and you also get 10% cashback. So I would say that's a good value. If you want to buy like something like Alan Wake, for example, that's going to be really, really chunky discount. 20 and then also 33 and then also cashback on that. Very good. Very good. You can get Destiny 2 for free. Kick. Ah, and the Jeddah Survivor even. With all those Giga discounts, 50% discount already. And then 33 on top of that. And then 10% cashback. Interesting. Models of Avium even cheaper there. Should be an EA play in a few months. Yeah, that probably might be a better value, I guess. And the Robocock is there too. The players browse and it becomes garbage because like there's gonna be a bunch of trash around. Yeah. Electrons are after. The fuck is that shit, dude? Them horses on Epic, yeah, you can get all them discounts on top of that too. On top of it. Okay, Invincible actually also. Bolt gun, 32% sale, not bad. The discount applies only on up to $15 and up though, 33%, the extra bonus. But you can just get a couple of games that in total cost 15 bucks, for example, and get 33% discount on the whole cart. So I would say that's pretty good. And the other games, I didn't play the recent one though. Like with some games, kind of like recent ones are just like sort of better, to be honest. Like the old Tropico, the only one I didn't boom marathon was Tropico 2, because Tropico 2 had completely different theme and had pirates as a team. But other than that, I usually kind of like, not that into going for like the older ones unless they are like really, really that much better. Give me Father 2 on discount also, I see. The Hot Wheels. A Board Hoe. Damn son. Okay, you can get Lords of the Fallen, for example, also with pretty decent discounts. There are some news about that one. Oh, steady goes. Oh, it's some DLC. I'm like, the fuck is it so cheap? The futuristic one, I see, I see. I see, Sacred, alright. 2070 nice with underwater stuff, I see. Oh damn, Fabulous Fear Machine is pretty cheap too, actually. That was good. I still have it installed and I kinda like want to do the last story also in Fabulous Fear Machine. That game was nice, dude. That game is nice. Kinda did first look Friday and then ended up just doing 2 out of 3 stories completely. I want to do the last one too. Yeah, Quasimorph also. There you go. Can get also 33% on that. And then cashback on that. Feels good. Yeah, check it, check it. It should be around 15. Worst case, can just like add something else, get the discount. Then here comes the train simulator. A few pages of train simulator. At least you can get 33% coupon discount for all of this. It's another page. This one, alright, let's see how it is. More memes, dude. Can get payday. Insane. Crime Boss Rocky City. There it is. That one kind of flopped there. Chance of Sonar also. 20% discount. Not bad. And then add extra on top. A Wool World. Damn, that one is dirt cheap now. Oh, Blasphemous 2 actually. T39. You know, this hello. How we doing? Doing good, Nodeless, doing good. Chilling, browsing some sales and all. About to hop into the news. Dogachi lights. Yeah, I think I backed them up, but they're most likely on my PC right now. Like on the SSD on the PC, yeah. Yeah, sure, can send me some. Can send me some. I wouldn't mind. I probably have them like backed up on Discord because I was sending them to Antraxa multiple times. So they're probably somewhere there. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. Feel free when you have time. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. Let's see. Well, let me check real quick because maybe I'll have them very easily accessible there. Maybe. Scrolling through the DMs, we were playing the Rust back then. Found it? Nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh yeah, they were right there in the DMs there too. I see. Nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. See, Steve, I see. But the savings. Alright, let's get to the news part though. So yeah, sales are going. Sales are going. And the Epic one, you can save a bunch if you do use Epic. Alright, let's get to the news. See what's up. Well, I mean, the classic of this week, of course. A day before Dev Fantastic is shutting down just days after early access launch. Shit happens, man. So they gonna be refunding. They gonna be refunding their Fiesta. Yeah, no longer available. So yeah, it's all over. It's all over. You open up refunds for any players who choose to make a refund. Is everyone still with the game? You have the piece of history there in your library there. Now they all gone. Now it's all over. Well, and not really surprising. I think that we all kinda saw coming. Saw that coming, unfortunately. Saw that one coming. Now, let's see what the Google Game of the Year there. Hogwarts Legacy was the top trending search for games on Google this year. So yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, Connections. New York Times word grouping puzzle game, apparently. Alright. Baldur's Gate 3 on the 3rd spot there. Starfield, Diablo 4, Legend of Zelda, Atomic Heart, Dead Island, Two Sons of the Forest, and Mortal Kombat 1. That was US though, and world is Hogwarts Legacy, Last of Us, Connections again, 2 Battlegrounds Mobile India, Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3, Kazuika game, alright, damn, that one was pretty big then. Diablo 4, Atomic Heart, and Sons of the Forest, I see. Never even nominated for any award, yep, didn't exist. Game studio that made Golem lasted longer than the day before, yeah. True. Well, I mean, the Golem studio also got the government funding, you know, that makes things a little easier to live, but still, yeah. Oh, Hogwarts got robbed there indeed. The ESA has announced that E3 is officially dead again now. The more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye. E3 is over. Well, anyways, because yeah, we already have the Mr. Joff, the one and only, already taking that niche quite well, I guess, with the other shows. So I don't think a lot of people even notice that the 3 is gone. The only sad part is like the summer shows kind of still missing some of the big stuff though. Like there is no, well, actually E3 already was missing that too though. Let's be real, right? Like EA, UB, actually UB was already on the summer thing, I think. EA missing, Sony missing, Xbox was there, so yeah, we weren't really missing that much, to be honest. And Sony already wasn't attending E3, and EA was doing kind of sideshow instead of E3 anyway too, so kind of like no difference for us really, I would say. So yeah, that actually not gonna really be that much of a difference. I do also kind of appreciate the Summer Game Fest for not going usually into some ungodly times, while E3 was constantly every year going into ungodly times. So I actually overall don't mind. We also kind of out of all this like non-E3 era, we also got such dang stuff that, you know, like Day of the Devs getting more attention. We got Future Game Show and like the PC Game Show kind of evolving in a pretty good way with a lot of good announcements and stuff too. So yeah, I would say overall it's a good thing. It's actually maybe a good thing, at least for us, you know, online show enjoyers. For some physical, you know, real world show goers, that might be kind of sad. Would be kind of nice to attend something like that once in a while, at least, you know, once in a lifetime. But that probably wouldn't happen anytime soon anyway, so I guess whatever. Dungeons and Dragons Magic the Gathering owner Hasbro is laying off 1,100 employees. Damn, what a bad year with Baldur's Gate and everything. An email sent to staff, a lever we must pull to keep Hasbro healthy, and the last resort. The Chris Cox. Became CEO of Hasbro in February of last year and earns roughly $1.5 million in salary in the position. His total earnings for 2022 amounted for $9.4 billion, however. Damn, what a twist, man. The last resort, dude. Confident in the future, Hasbro current environment demands that we do more, even if these choices are some of the hardest we have to make. No, this news is especially difficult during the holiday season. Yeah, why is it always the holiday season, dude, or something? Like, can't you, like, just wait, I guess? Until everyone's done, you know, celebrating and stuff. There's no sugarcoating how hard this is, particularly for the employees directly affected. Laid off employees will be notified sometime over the next 6 weeks, and then Hasbro will vacate a Rhode Island office as a result of cost-cutting measures next month. Hasbro is laying off 1,100 employees out of its 6,400 employees. Quite a bit. It laid off 800 people earlier this year. Unclear which of the company's teams, including Wizards of the Coast, are affected. Let's see. And another one. Yearly report for shareholders, I guess, probably. Well, the thing is, like, they just announced, basically, the layoffs. So they didn't lay people off yet over the next 6 weeks, right? So, like, you could already, like, tell the investors, all right, there's gonna be layoffs, guys. We just didn't announce them yet. And that's fine, because you didn't, like, instantly cut them off. But, I mean, I guess, yeah. That is part I kind of don't really understand, though. Even though, I don't know. Like, all this, like, CEO stuff with those insane salaries and stuff. Like, dude, like, why? I mean, understand why not, you know. I guess if you're in that position, might as well just, like, farm it and then peace out or something. But, yeah, I don't know. It just feels kind of weird. Kind of weird. But also, I guess, yeah, because you're kind of detached and everything. Like, you don't really care about the company. You're just, like, some random dude who just, like, came recently and you just kind of want to farm some money. Layoffs are happening everywhere. Though, yeah, and in many cases, I feel like they are not really, like, you know, kind of justified. Let's put it that way. Imahoa. In my honest opinion, not really under anybody and aren't held accountable. Well, they are kind of. They are under the board, right? And the board actually is even more interested in profits. They care even less about anything else because they're completely out of touch. Yeah, layoffs happening everywhere, that is true. But in many cases, I feel it's kind of like a bit of an overkill to make it happen everywhere. In the same time, look, like, for example, like how some companies in Japan and stuff just like raising salaries and everything to account for like inflation and stuff. And like some other studios just doing fine. But yeah, it's like the corporate life, man, pretty much. Just using that opportunity. I feel it's also kind of like a little bit, you know, like the market trade in a way, but on the employment market. Like, basically, like, all the layoffs, right? All the people getting fired and stuff. Which is gonna basically, like, drop the expectations of the salary and stuff. So you can kind of, like, scaremonger other people who are still left. Like, well, which rise, dude? Which pay rise, man? Like, say thank you, it didn't cut you, you know? Didn't lay you off like your friend from the other department, for example. And then you can also kind of, like, refill those departments again with people who already gonna, like, have a bit less of expectations because the market is like going to be flooded by people who, like, you know, just suffer the layoffs and stuff. So they will be able to kind of like recruit people easily too. Yeah, imagine nowadays just like going and trying to get some pay rise or something. Hey, Andor. Nice, nice. It's really cynical, yeah. I feel like that partially might be the case though, because I'd like Sure, some did overhire, right? Like, sure, there was like a lot of money on the market. Again, a lot of money that is not, you know, your physical money. It's kind of like the money that is like the promise from like investors, some like deal looming there or something, you know. It's like ephemeral, like credit money pretty much. That doesn't even exist yet in your pocket, but you already kind of like, you know, hiring a lot of people so you can make that money that is not even there yet. And then, oh shit, well, that ephemeral money actually pee-pee-poofed, so now we need to quickly, you know, fire everyone we hired and wrap some projects up. But there is also was also, I think, a lot of cases where like people that they fired, they will still gonna be recruiting. I mean, that was already like the case, I think, with many studios when they just got like a bunch of like layoffs, like hundreds of people, and then in the same time they have like open like job openings there or something, you know. Just because they can easily probably get like people with now less salary. Why not? Dev industry literally the least stable job in the universe, it seems. Well, I mean, I guess somewhat. Well, there are way more probably, like way less stable, I guess, right? Like there is obviously also like gig economy, right? Which I would even count like content creation too partially as a gig economy. Then there's like voice actors, you know, like artists, you know, those peeps who even don't even have anything stable whatsoever and live just from like contract to contract pretty much, right? So there is decent amount of unstable stuff. But yeah, I think if you would your like if we talk coding, for example, and you with those skills just go some like, you know, some like corp, some like bank or something to do the coding, then you probably will be like way in a way more stable position. And that's for sure. Bethesda is working on new ways to travel, city maps, mod support, and more for Starfield. Players can expect a rollout of fixes and updates roughly every 6 weeks. Although if something can be corrected with a quick hotfix, it might launch those in between the 6-week waits. So what they do have, new ways of traveling in city maps that has me most excited. Traversing Starfield cities is fun, but actually learning them is quite difficult without the map. Kinda true. Hoping new ways of travel makes traversing vast landscapes on alien planets easier. Tired of landing somewhere and walking 10 minutes to reach a point of interest. I don't think that they're gonna change though, but yeah, that is exactly the point. Especially in the main quest. The beautiful design. Hard work on many new features you asked for, from city maps to mod support to all new ways of traveling. Stay tuned. These will be rolling out with a regular cadence of fixes and updates we expect to have roughly every 6 weeks. Something can be done smaller hotfix between like the asteroid and we feel it's safe, we'll get one of those out as well. Safe is the key here. We do take a lot of time to test even the smallest change in a game this large and dynamic. Though fix several quest issues from occurring, in-progress quest fixes are much harder to fix, and we've built a new system to correct those without you having to roll back your save. So they do be working. Suddenly, you know, the game is not perfect, optimization is not perfect. They started actually doing and changing stuff. What a twist, man. Surprised they're not trying to like rush the mod tools, so people can already fix the shit for them. And like I had like one kinda like, you know, fear, I guess, that's probably because they're gonna try to get those mod tools and mods in, so they can like milk that shit with some like paid mods and everything. And trying to just kind of like, you know, plug it into the game as deep as possible so people will have a harder time to get around it or something. We'll see. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 was November's best-selling game in US, already second best of the year. Instantly becoming second best-selling game of 2023 year to date. 5th consecutive year that the Call of Duty title was November's bestseller. Red Dead Redemption 2 ranked first in November 2018, so Red Dead Redemption broke the streak for them there. It's the top 10 best-selling games of 2023. Hogwarts, Call of Duty, Zelda, Spider-Man, Modern Diablo, previous Call of Duty, still. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Mortal Kombat, and Starfield. True, Karaku is true, huh? That do be happening. Bethesda announces new gen update for Fallout 4 coming next year. Free next gen update. Free! Damn. So generous of you, Todd. Where's the catch? You know, as the year comes to close, Bethesda has delayed the update the next year. We'll see, we'll see. Part of the company's largest celebration for Fallout series 25th anniversary. We'll see, we'll see. And maybe that will be the time for a little revisit. Not sure, man. I think 4 wasn't even like that outdated anyway, so don't think it'll be that big of a difference. See, Andorra, see. Ex Machina, Hereditary film distributor A24 is partnering with Kojima Productions for Death Stranding movie. There it is. Kojima waited the ink now on your TVs. A live-action feature film adaptation of Hideo Kojima's acclaimed video game Death Stranding. Just gonna get the same actors, yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess, to do that. Those actors can actually try to like request for a lot of money though. It's not like they're gonna replace some of the original actors. Might as well kind of demand a bunch. Si puede ser. Do it to do it. Lords of the Fallen Season of Revelry includes the new quests, weapons, spells, armor, and more. Them Lords of the Fallen keep pumping there. 6 new spells, 3 new projectiles, new boss weapon abilities, and seasonal decorations. Kinda can't say I'm a huge fan of like making this also into some form of like live service kinda. But I mean, they're also just updating and pumping content for free into the game, so can't complain about that really. Can't complain about that. Like if it'll be initially from the get-go actually like solid stuff, then that would be huge. But sadly didn't go that well on the release. It was nice though, I did enjoy it still. I did enjoy my time in this one still. I guess, Sultan, I guess. GT The Trilogy Definitive Edition comes to Netflix and mobile today. There it is. You can play it now on Netflix. I wonder how that runs there, because PC did have some fun moments with it. Arcane Dev reveals first look at Marvel's Blade concept art. They got a bunch of concept arts there. Gonna have some dang stuff there, huh? Not that much though. We'll see, we'll see. General artistic tone and vibe of a game. That will be interesting. A Blade I am kinda curious about. A Blade I'm kinda curious about, not gonna lie. Marvel, I mean, I just learned that Blade is Marvel, like, recently, to be honest. I had no idea. It was just a cool movie about vampires, that's pretty much it. That was big stuff in my childhood, eh? Which one's that, Steo? Naughty Dog ceases development on The Last of Us Online. There it is. There's a lot of corpus speech for this one. Yeah, The Last of Us Online scrapped the Us factions community. Following multiplayer, right? Team has been in pre-production with this game since we were working on Last of Us 2. Ramping up to full production, massive scope of our ambition became clear. Release and support Last of Us Online would have to put all our studio resources behind supporting post-launch content for years to come, severely impacting development of the future single-player games. Alright, I see. Incredibly thankful to our community for your support. Okay, alright, so... Surprised Pikachu there, indeed. Oh, the Indiana Jones one, I see. Already working on 2 single-player ones, yeah. Well, I mean, that's just part of the same thing. Just part of the people realizing that all the live service is not exactly that, you know, golden mine. Because, like, these things also happen, right? Rocket Arena will shut down in March. So Electronic Arts shutting down another live service there. And more studios finally started to realize that the live service and microtransaction farming not always that simple. Last of Us, I feel kinda just from the brand, maybe could. But also in the same time we had like something like Marvel Avengers, right? Which is huge brand. And that kind of fucking flopped, so... I guess the brand alone might not carry it if it's really bad. And according to what we heard, with Bungie actually, like, you know, testing their version of the live service, it wasn't good. Blew all the money on the remake, no one wanted, and remaster, no one asked for. The problem is they probably actually farmed with that, to be honest. I do not think they lost there. I do think they actually farmed some bodies on the remasters and everything. I feel like it. But yeah, it's just that the live service now recently just kind of like not really in favor. We have Hyenas being cancelled, right? We had a whole bunch of live service games just being closed and everything too. So yeah, I feel like it's just kind of not the best time. But that's The Last of Us though, so they sure gonna sell that stuff, especially since it's like aimed for the people who just got the PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 5 in last year sold like crazy. I think I had some of the numbers here too, huh? Platinum Games co-founder Hideki Kamiya reveals why he left the studio. Felt that the direction the company was heading was different from my beliefs as a developer. Thought that element of trust, 4,000 per day. I think it wasn't actually like 40,000 per day or something. Thought that element of trust I couldn't continue working there, and so I left so that I could continue working in what I consider to be the right way. Think of games as products, but rather as works of art. I want to put my artistry into games and deliver games that could only be made by Hideki Kamiya, so that players can enjoy Hideki Kamiya games exactly as they are. Decided to leave the company and forge my own path to continue making games that reflect developers who made them. But he also has the, what's the name, the non-competing agreement, so he can't really do anything and make it. Well, actually, I don't know, maybe he can make his own stuff. He just can join other studios or something. for a while. Yes, so... Avatar Frontiers of Pandora debuts in number 5 and UK box charts. That doesn't seem like a super poor release though, but still not too bad. Might make but not release. Ah, I see, true, alright. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. But Hogwarts is still in the top though, I guess the sales or something hit. Probably the reason. Yeah, probably could be just the translation. Translation difficulties. Oh yeah, the Switch release of Hogwarts, true. ZeniMax strikes a tentative deal with Union on AI. Microsoft subsidiary commits to AI uses that enhance worker productivity, growth, and satisfaction without causing workers harm. And how does that manifest? Wherever ZeniMax rolls out AI in a way that impacts the work of union members, the company will provide advance notice to the union and negotiate its plans upon request. Additionally, it lays out 6 guiding principles for AI's use in the workplace, insisting the tech must be fair, reliable and safe, private and secure, inclusive, transparent and accountable. Hard to say how developments with AI might impact our work, but now we can be more confident that the agreement will help to protect us as we navigate the potential adoption of AI into our workflow. Senior QA tester. It's crucial that all workers have a voice in what role AI plays in their work and can hold their employers accountable for the impacts of its use. Damn son, Bethesda out of everyone, being one of the first. Interesting. Nintendo continues run as top publisher, Japan monthly charts. Momotaro Dentetsu World, The Earth Spins with a Hope debuts as #1 selling title for the month that I haven't even heard about whatsoever. Super Mario RPG and Giga Nintendo all over the place. There's actually a little bit more variety there. A little more variety because usually it's just Nintendo. And maybe like one Sony or something. Now there is Sega, even Hogwarts too, themselves because of the Switch release. Yeah. That actually makes sense now here too, especially. Fashion Dreamer, fuck's that. Square, and the rest again Nintendo galore. So now let's see. Nintendo lion's share at 42%. Konami was second as it commanded 19% of copies purchased. Oh, it was Konami actually with this one. Ah, interesting. CCOSC. Insane. Epic Games wins antitrust trial against Google. A jury says Google Play is an illegal monopoly and Google plans to challenge the verdict. I mean, fuck all the corpus, right? But I think that's a fucking W though. A less monopoly is good. Lower cuts from the stores if that will come to that is good. That's good shit, man. Now do the same with Apple, but that's gonna be tricky. That's gonna be tricky. That is very nice. And as a phone, if Google owns all the phone stores, it's a monopoly. I mean, sorta, yeah. Well, it's the thing is like they like actively basically kind of cuck any other options. Like they actively kind of fight them. They actively like make people stick to one store and everything. to one payment system, right? Because it's always also the Google Pay stuff and everything. And you can't really use anything else to just kind of circumvent that. Like you can't receive payments on your own, for example. Steam just exists as best option. It will be interesting to see because Microsoft, Phil also said they're gonna be like rolling into that market with their own solution. Now that will be interesting to see how that will go. Pokemon-themed amusement park to open in Tokyo will be part of existing theme park Yomiuri Land. The Poke Park. New entity will be behind new theme park, which was simply described as a place where visitors can enjoy the Pokemon experience in a lush, natural environment through various events. The people will go there with all their Vaporeon copy pastas and everything. Hey, Turbosk. That's a win for us, no matter what. As I said, like, both corpus, both kind of bad, but as long as, you know, someone is actually taking a nail in a big way, that is good for the end user. Well, Google in this case really taking a nail. A Google break-even point is 6%. Yeah, I mean, like, the hosting and stuff is not even that bad. Like, hosting the mobile games, it's like not even Steam, right? Okay, I'm fine, like, with Steam, for example, having, like, this, like bandwidth and hosting for, like, you know, 120 gigabytes games and stuff, and then patches regularly. But, like, for mobile, that's, like, 100 megabytes or something. That's already, like, pretty solid and chunky, like, app or a game or something. Like, it's not even that crazy. Definitely 20% for sure. Yeah, sure, it's too big corpus, as I said, fuck them. But, like, yeah, like, in this way, they just kind of, like, creating, like, competition with each other to, like, it's basically, like, it's harder for them to pretty much profit from you and, like, you know, scamaz you with all those loot boxes. When there is competition in that market. Like, the more competing stores and everything, the harder it will be to push their shit on you. Because, like, one store will do something, another store will just kind of, like, you know, do it better, do it cheaper, and, yeah, everyone's gonna, unless they're gonna get, like, some agreements going, like it happens sometimes, but that's already also the anti-monopoly research. So that's a good thing. That, I think, is a good thing. And yeah, it's not exactly even about, like, the loot boxes and stuff. It's basically, like, it's like the app stores and everything is a huge thing. Like, it's not even about, like, the 30% cut or something. It's more about the fact that, like, there's no alternatives, really. Like, I know for a fact, though, right? Because I have the Huawei phone that doesn't have Google services, right? So, like, for Google services and stuff, if I need them, I have my PC and another phone, my old phone that I also use still. But on my Huawei, for example, I do fucking suffer because there is no good alternative store. Like, the only thing that I have is, like, a completely ad-ridden. Like, there's, like, ads everywhere. You can't even, like, download yourself, like, an app or something without, like, going through a whole bunch of ads and everything. And still kind of, like, a lot of, like, sassy apps. You kind of double check all the time. Is it the real one or is it not the real one and everything, right? So, yeah, it's gonna be good for everyone. It's gonna be good for everyone in the end. Get APKs? Yeah. Well, that alternative store is okay, actually. It's not too bad. It's just like, yeah, it's odds and stuff. It's odds and stuff, and like a little bit less convenient to use, you know. Samsung App Store? Nope. Huawei has its own App Store, but not all the apps are there, though. So I just use it. It's basically kind of like, it's pretty much like the store that gets the APKs from Google Play and just have them on their store. The problem is I never like bought any app through that because I'm just kind of don't really trust it enough to put any payment information in this app. So I just use free apps basically. Not that I really need to buy any apps though on my phone, to be honest. So whatever. But yeah, it's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying. And if anything, Epic actually, like in this conflict, Epic just has like their stake is basically like Fortnite and stuff. That's pretty much it. So like basically Epic winning doesn't add a lot of issues for us as users because like I don't play fucking Fortnite, I don't care, right? But like Google losing has a huge potentially effect on a lot of people because a lot of people use Google phones and stuff, right? Android phones and Android store and stuff and Android payment methods, right? So that might be actually like a good thing and a big thing. Probably not gonna be any result anytime soon because yeah, they're gonna like have some arguments, they're gonna gonna appeal all that stuff and everything, so it's gonna be like years and years until we see anything out of it, I guess. Microsoft might enter new markets with the ad-supported game streaming. Xbox CFO Tim Stewart said the firm has the resources available with xCloud and the rollout of 5G internet. Expand into new markets. Subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate and you can stream hundreds of games to really any endpoint that has a browser experience. For models like Africa or India, Southeast Asia, maybe places that are not console first, you can say, hey, do you want to watch, 30 seconds of an ad and then get 2 hours of game streaming? When asked if the tech giant has the technology to provide services for these markets, Stewart made a note of Xbox cloud gaming service and the rollout of 5G internet in the countries which would make that easier. Welcome to the end to ad-based Game Pass, yeah. Watch some ads, play some games for some time. Yeah, it was already like happening before, yeah. Like they already were like researching the model. The thing is like, for those markets, that actually might be pretty huge because a lot of people in like Africa especially, what was the research? I think Africa, yeah, Southeast Asia actually does pay a bunch though already, and India too, I think. Actually, India and Africa, I think, kind of close though. There's a lot of people who just play like mobile games on mobile only, and they play free-to-play mostly. So for them, like subscription is kind of chunky, and if you can just like watch some ads and then play some games, like, I mean, they can go for it. The thing is like that kind of also becomes like the motivated ad watching, right? Which is like a lot of advertisers really don't like, because obviously people watch ads then not how do you say, like naturally, they just watch them like as a chore, as like they're forced to get something. So they're even like less motivated and interested into anything that those ads gonna show anyway. So I'm not sure how good that will be. Not sure how good that will work. Ads work for the services, take companies' money and do almost nothing. They do a bunch, dude. They do a bunch still. It just it would be not really fair to say that like ads don't work. They do. To some extent, they do. If people are watching them, and in this case, people will be watching them. But as I said, like if it's like motivated ads, then like people just kind of like not gonna even like watch them whatsoever. Like they're less interested in that. Yeah, the natural, like the good targeted ads and everything, they do actually work. Yeah, they do. They still do. But they should be like really well targeted and stuff. So that again also gonna be kind of tricky, because I'm pretty sure also in those markets, there's not gonna be a lot of advertisers. Because again, not a lot of people probably like will be like, I watch like YouTube or like Twitch from here, for example, or from somewhere else, you're most likely not gonna get any ads even. So if there's no advertisers, then like which ads they're gonna be watching? They annoy everybody only. I mean, to some extent, yeah. To some extent, yeah. I hate the new Samsung phone because of that. Well, I mean, and for someone that they're just kind of like gonna be next time they gonna like go somewhere, they will be remember, oh, that was this one. Like, I'm gonna get this instead or something. Like, I would say some targeted ads actually, in my experience back in the day, they actually in some ways like give me some interesting ideas or like some stuff that I actually bought when it was like good targeted stuff. I was like looking for something and it was after that just like showing me some stuff that was like not something I found actually, but this looks alright. Alright, let me check this out. So it was not always bad. It was not always bad. But that's the thing, like when it's like ads that are not contextual, ads that are kind of forced on you and everything, then yeah, you just kind of like... But basically you just kind of already know that it's happening, you're not going to be watching it and paying it attention. See what I see. That even like in some of these on these websites, again, like right now it's like mostly not showing anything because there's no advertisers almost, but some actually were helping. Some actually were showing me something, and sometimes like the sale ads, for example, right? And you see, oh, this thing on sale. Like I maybe wasn't even thinking about this thing completely, and then I'm like, oh, all right. That's kind of how I got the idea with like the sellout tree that's gonna be putting soon. I'm gonna need to pick it from the delivery actually, because I was thinking, where the fuck will I put the tree in here? Like how to do it better and everything. And then store just like showed me like, well, it maybe wasn't exactly the ad, it was kind of like the relevant kind of like good from the store, right? And that was like just like the wool mounted, the flat, you know, kind of like wool made Christmas tree, kind of for kids pretty much. And like, oh, that will work. That doesn't take much space. I can just put it there, and when I'm moving I can just, you know, like roll it in again and just take it with me because it's not gonna take too much space or weight or something. Perfect. I wouldn't even think about it before. Apple names Honkai Star Rail as iPhone's Game of the Year. Lost in Play honored as a best iPad game, while Lies of P is top on Mac. Damn son, Lies of P farming actually. What a twist. They got a bunch of like freebies in Honkai Star Rail actually from that, so if anyone is still playing, you can go get some free shit. Already, well, I mean, here I never even installed it, but yeah, already stopped playing when Diablo 4 came around. Top 3 iPhone games: Monopoly Go, Roblox. Rule much. Top paid iPhone games: Minecraft, Heads Up, Monopoly. Free iPad games: Roblox. Paid iPad games: Minecraft. Top Apple Arcade games: Football Manager 2023 Touch. Angry Birds Reloaded. Damn son. Quality gaming there. Yes, these two I see. The gameplay there. November game spending slides 7%. Hardware drops 24% as new release slate can't measure up to last year's God of War and Pokemon games. Damn, even Call of Duty can't. Well, I mean, Call of Duty was last year too, I guess. Spending on game content was down 3%. Gaming hardware took a steep dip in November, down 24% to $964 million. All the major consoles saw a double-digit percentage decline in sales, with the Switch falling the furthest. Interesting. PS5 was once again the best-selling platform in dollar and unit sales, followed by Xbox Series XS in both measures. PlayStation Portal hardware platform rather than accessories, so it reported it as a 4th best-selling platform. Dude, people buying Portal that much? Saying it sold through its limited shipments entirely. Dude, why? Why would you do that? As these days I say. Top 20 selling games from the period of October 29th to November 25th. Call of Duty, Marvel Spider-Man, Hogwarts Legacy, Madden, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, EA Sports, Super Mario RPG, Mortal Kombat, NBA, UFC, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Naruto X Boruto. It might be sucked, might be. Apparently it does work pretty good. Wait, people were using it on plane? Oh? How did they use it on plane? I thought you need to stream that shit, so how would you use it there? Damn, the Just Dance still around, eh? Insane. Where you can play on Portal and someone else can play on PS5, so it's not a direct stream. But still, how you do it on plane, though? Like, you need internet connection and you need to stream it still. Like, it doesn't have anything on its own, isn't it? Damn, Thomas, damn. Got him. With plain Wi-Fi. Well, you still need to stream it. Well, okay, I guess. So if you, but you still need a Wi-Fi connection though. Like there's no like 3G or like 5G or whatever in. That's one way to do it, I guess, from the plain Wi-Fi. Netflix has 90 games in development. Platform launched 40 games this year, damn son. 86 since its initial foray into games in November 2021. Insane. Unica partners, Asia and Middle East and North Africa spending $78.5 billion on in-game purchases in 2023. Microtransactions account for 87.8% of spending. 7.8 billion spent on premium titles. So like basically like buying of the games in those regions is like 13%. 12% technically even. Well, maybe there's also something else. It might be even less. Well, 10% basically. 78, 7.8 here. So 10% are buying games. Everything else, everyone else pretty much just spending on microtransactions. Game monetization models. Spending behavior. Spend on microtransactions past 3 months, 64%. Purchase premium game in the past 12 months, 62%. Subscribe to a gaming-related subscription, 51%. 30% of gamers cite in-game advertising as their most disliked aspect of the games they play. True. Imagine when that's your problem, man. Instead of like, you know, like bugs, garbage mechanics and stuff, your main problem is like, man, there are odds in my games. I have a feeling we're gonna like encounter that soon on PC and other platforms too, in one way or another. Imagine how worse it will be, because on top of the bugs and other shit, we're also gonna get odds on that. Oof, man. 7 out of 10 gamers in India have played a real money game, a title before. A real money... Oh, it's like the play to earn. I guess. Oh, 7.8 buying games, 3.1 subscriptions. Okay, I see. Yotan, exactly. Steven Totilo launches GameFile. New platform will serve as a reader, supporter, site, and newsletter. So that's already like what, like third out of recent ones? With journalists just going full independent already. Yeah, Aftermath, Second Wind, and Third Phase boasts. I see. And that's a fourth one then now. Everyone trying to go independent. Well, good luck, boys. Fucking rough out here. Tell you that. Tell you that. Prepare to downscale. Xbox Game Pass comes to MetaQuest. Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta app is available on MetaQuest 2, 3, and Pro headsets. That's kinda nice. True, pony true. So now they got the Game Pass on Meta even. Through the cloud, eh? Support controllers include Xbox, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch Pro with support for PlayStation 5 controllers planned for the future. Games available to play include Starfield and Forza Motorsport displayed on a 2D virtual screen. Oh, I see how it goes. Okay, which can be viewed through different display sizes. So you actually like... Okay, I see. That's one way to play them, I guess. Alright, interesting. It's not actual VR versions or something, but yeah, you just... Yeah, sit in the movie theater playing the games, I guess. Alright. Human Fall Flat ships 50 million units. Puzzle platformer originally launched back in 2016. Yeah, that one got like huge in China or something, I think, too. Benefits of like, you know, releasing in different regions, man. Just farming still. Ubisoft pulls over the crew. Racer will go offline next year due to licensing and infrastructure constraints. Imagine buying some games, man. Delisted them. At least this one maybe is still playable offline. But one way or another, soon, we're gonna have all this shit. Oh yeah, you bought this game back then? Well, shit, we're starting the servers now, so... Goodbye. It was single player. Well, still, those servers, no game for you, man. That's always online. Maybe that old, it was still kinda offline-ish. I think newer ones already like always online. Fort Solis film and TV adaptations announced. That flopped, dude. Partnered with the Toft and Indie Studios extraordinaires to bring Fort Solis starring... Oh, they're gonna get Troy Baker starring even, I see. So I'm gonna get all the voice actors to star in the movie. Or like the show, I guess. Well, we'll see about that. Game did kind of flop though. I wonder how good of an actors they will be, like the full-fledged actors, not just voice actors. Insomnia Games suffers alleged ransomware attack, leaking employee personal information and future game plans has been revealed. Posted proofs of claims. Well, apparently that did actually happen. Person data including passport images as well as some images for the studio's next game of Marvel's Wolverine. Personal documents also include that from Marvel Spider-Man 2 voice actor Yuri Lowenthal, who voices Peter Parker. True, Darmask, true. Yeah, I guess should be alright. And still, like, I don't know, it's just like... It's like not just... actually, I guess, yeah, the face mocap and stuff too. I guess, yeah. Still will be a bit trickier, but actually maybe not really that much. Our group, however, also running a public auction on its website for the data, which states at around $2 million in Bitcoin. Damn, son. Yeah, actually having surroundings and stuff, yeah. There are some nuances. With just 7 days on the clock, seize the opportunity to bid on exclusive, unique, and impressive data. Damn, son. Hopefully, yeah. And that shit's fucked up, man. But yeah, apparently there was some information already there. Well, there it is. A Division 2 Project Resolve revealed with DLC coming in 2025. Major overhaul for Division 2 called Project Resolve that is coming for all players in February 2024. Comprehensive update plan for Tom Clancy's The Division 2, tackling game health, stability, and quality of life improvements, including thousands of bug fixes, long requested adjustments to PvP combat and PvE balancing. Preload the public test session on December 14th and play on December 15th. Oh, they have public test session already, alright. So yeah, this shit is still alive. The overhauling Division 2 when they start working on 3. Yeah, that's an interesting question there. Two-and-a-half-month test and learn program. Damn, son. Anti-cheat detection and stuff. Insane. Year 5, Season 3. Man, that was 5 years already. Holy shit. Even more, actually. I guess already like closer to 6. Yeah, next year probably gonna be 6 already, for sure. Because I remember it wasn't the first year I was streaming. Remember. Insane, dude. Division 1 feels like 5 years, yep. Disney allowed Microsoft to make Indiana Jones an Xbox exclusive. What a twist, man. What a twist. New details revealed. Looking good, not looking good for Sony. It comes to future titles coming to the platform. Right. Like a lot of stuff we already kind of had before. Where's the? Oh yeah, there's this one. Xbox Game Pass that helped sway Disney's decision to agree to have the game be Xbox exclusive, with Disney's head of gaming, Sean Shoptaw, revealing to Axios that we felt like it's still going to reach a broad set of folks, and we felt financially and strategically for the game that made sense at the time. Yeah, seems like it, Seiya. Seems like it. Still no info about the blade and everything, but yeah, I think it's also gonna be probably. These are the exclusives I'm a bit less mad about because they're on PC too. You know, when it's exclusive, when it's just on one platform, that is kinda for me. Even though all the exclusives are kinda right? But well, at least these are lesser evil. A little bit of a lesser evil. Baby, stay baby. Well, eventually they probably will release them on other platforms too, but yeah, it might take some time. Disney knows there is still demand for Knights of the Old Republic's remake. Well, no shit. This was probably like the same interview or something. Yeah. Not a lot I can say on that point for some hopefully obvious reasons, but Knights of the Old Republic is obviously an incredibly popular game, one that we're incredibly proud of and think that there is still a lot of demand for. I'll leave it there. There it is. They can't really say anything still for some reason. Japan's publishers need Xbox, says a former Sony exec. The report published by Bloomberg, Sato Kato, the ex-Sony VP who joined Xbox as the Director of Partnerships Japan back in September, made a stunning claim. She stressed that Japanese game publishers definitely need Xbox to succeed in expanding their businesses and that they cannot do that if they are relying solely on PlayStation. Japanese publishers will definitely need us in expanding their business. It would be difficult to do that just with the PlayStation. Well, I mean, if they aim for worldwide, true. Microsoft offers huge scalability to Japanese publishers, and as there is virtually no country without Windows PCs. Yeah, I like how they don't even mention actual Xbox. When it comes to access to game fans in emerging countries, Sony and Nintendo just can't compete with Xbox. Not sure about that one, though. Because there's Nintendo there, true. In the emerging countries, Sony and Nintendo can't compete with Xbox. If anything, I think Xbox, like the main audience of Xbox is in the US, pretty much. I think pretty much the rest of the world is like more of a Sony. If it takes Sony versus, you know, Xbox. Obviously, Switch is kind of its own thing there. But yeah, I think like there were even info back in the day. Like Xbox, I think, is mostly in the US. If XLMLO. Most of the people everywhere else is kind of like on that PlayStation. And like, you know, the very emerging countries, they probably don't have them at all. None of them. None of them consoles whatsoever. Especially since like, you know, Xbox... Well, the only thing I can see is like Xbox Series S. Because it's cheaper, right? That's the only thing I can see that might be a little more popular in other countries. But other than that, you know... mainline PlayStation and mainline Xbox, like I think pretty much almost anyone would just get PlayStation. Just makes more sense. Si potesse. See, about emerging countries, I'm not so sure. Back in like 360 era, maybe, yeah. Maybe when One was a thing. Kinda, like I have one friend who had the Xbox One back then. But past that already, I think PlayStation took over completely. Leaked Insomniac documents could suggest a Spider-Verse game in development. Well, which I mean, wouldn't surprise me really. And even just Werewolves Wolverine, addition some references about upcoming projects. So yeah, could be, considering the movies and stuff are pumping. That wouldn't be really surprising. Update of Fantastic, 8 points name change. Fantastic announced it was closing its doors. It appeared as though the company might have been trying to pull a fast one over on consumers when it was noticed that the game it had developed returned the developer's name to the 8 points. In an update to the situation, it appears that Fantastic had nothing to do with the change. Hype Train Digital, the publisher of the Wild 8, responded to the name change concern in a statement released to Eurogamer. According to the publisher, the change was made after the game started getting a massive amount of negative reviews when a Fantastic other game the day before was released. Fantastic was the original developer of the Wild 8, but after the game's release in early access, developers decided to discontinue work on the project due to internal reasons within the studio. Following the release of the day before on December 7th, a wave of negative reviews for the Wild 8 began, unrelated to the game itself but associated with the original development studio Fantastic. Yesterday we made the decision to remove any mention of the developer Fantastic from the game's page. I see. PC starting to look more popular in Japan in the future? Well, I mean, for sure. I mean, Xbox also kind of actually appeared in Japan, like for sure. But in Japan, especially, but also globally, yeah, Xbox is not like that huge. Not that it was more about the statement that she said, like, if you want to get like big in emerging markets, you need to go with Xbox. That's, yeah, not really. That I don't think so. Other than that, yeah, like absolutely, like Game Pass and the PC market is huge. Game Pass will be super popular, yeah. Epic Games wants Super Mario skins in Fortnite. Yeah, that actually kinda would make sense for them, I guess. Got all the crossovers, but Nintendo is cooking them still. Nintendo has their strategy, we have our strategy, and we hope at some point to use their characters. Our players would love it. Nintendo always been against having its characters display acts of violence, especially using guns. Incredibly fun to run around in Fortnite Island as Mario, Luigi, or Link. It seems incredibly unlikely it will ever happen. Yeah, I think so. I think pretty much everything is... Well, actually, there are some. I think there is a little bit of a separate list. Like, some games might be available on Game Pass Xbox, but not available on Game Pass PC. But you still can buy them on PC, though. Like, there are some, I remember there were some. It's kind of less nowadays, though. They kind of more or less equal the catalog, but back then, back in some time, I remember there were some games... Oh, I wish for the examples even. I remember there was like one game that I kind of like really wanted to play, but it was only on Xbox Game Pass and not on PC one. That I remember for sure. True, stay true. And make a lot of money from this? Absolutely, Musk, of course. That's the main thing. But I mean, people would love it, and that's why they would make a lot of money out of this. Oh yeah, my favorite. Starfield Lead says, some players don't understand game development. Ah, yes. In a long thread posted on Twitter on Wednesday, Starfield developer says the players are disconnected from the realities of game development. Yes, the Pogliarulo. Funny how disconnected some players are from realities of game development. And yet they speak with a complete authority. I mean, I can guess what it takes to make a hostess Twinkie, but I don't work in the factory. So what the hell do I really know? Post comes in response to the criticism Starfield has received since the September launch. It was supposed to be the game of the year. Right, game with less and less praise. Sure. Pagliarula says that he understands why players voice their frustrations so loudly. With value money being spent on a product, especially in an era where things are more expensive than ever, it lends to a belief of a right to complain. Given admitted to at one time being one of those types of people. Right, so do you want to say that you can't complain if you, like, you know, bought some shit or something? However, he says moving into game development for a career changed his view on things and opened him up to a world he knew little about. See, I never knew this before, but if nothing else, video game development is a series of concessions and tough decisions. But in order to get there, in order to get it as close as possible to the vision, the team has to push itself harder and harder, often while dealing with devs being shuffled around or leaving, looming deadlines and creative decisions you wish you didn't have to make. But bro, why would you care? Like, if you go to the restaurant and, like, you got, like, the burnt fucking steak, you don't care that, you know, the cook just, like, really needed to take a shit or something. It's burned shit you bought, and you paid money for it, so you have all the rights to fucking complain. You don't care. Close his thread by stating that unless someone has actually made or worked on the game, they don't know about the time constraints on features in the game, specific work that was done, decisions that were made, and more. Like, basically, it's kind of like the same case of, like, you know, it's like you get some indie game and it's like, guys, I was working on this for 10 years in my free time, free of work, so you need to love this game already by default because I put so much time and effort into it, and then the game actually fucking shit. And, like, will you actually like it then just because someone put a lot of time into it, but it's shit? No. You paid money for that stuff. You want to have the product that is good. He wants players to still voice their concerns and complain to your heart's content about them. Wait. Unless... Oh, okay. Yes. He wants players to still voice their concerns, complain to your heart's content about them. But he also wants people to understand that games being made are in some ways a freaking miracle in and itself. And then why, like, Baldur's Gate, for example, you know, they managed to do all this, right? With deadlines, with devs being shuffled, creative decisions you wish you didn't have to make, right? And they did do a freaking miracle, and, you know, and they got all the praise. And you got all the shit. Like, you know, maybe something kind of wrong there. Normal people have come together to work for years for one goal, to bring you fun and happiness, so it helps to remember that in them. That's some like Pipiuga takes, dude. A big Pipiugus, man. Devs also claim Baldur's Gate should be should not be the new standard. The thing is, like, I do see where they're coming from. We had this conversation with my friend like yesterday, literally. Is like, you know, like with the Rogue Trader, for example, right? Like, it's buggy, sure, absolutely, but also you can like go through the reviews sometimes and see like, well, man, you know, it's like, it's just text, man. Where's voice acting, dude? Like, look at Baldur's Gate. There is all the voice acting and stuff. So like there will be this bit of a negative moment now with like people that kind of, you know, they like saw, you know, the heights of the game development, sort of RPG game development, and then they come back to like, you know, your regular RPGs, not even regular, like Owlcat Games make like high tier RPGs, top tier RPGs, I would say even. So it's like, it's good, it's really solid products, except for bugs and stuff, right? But it's just like they just don't have those budgets and stuff to afford that. And like, you know, this like lots of text is kind of, you know, how it is in the market. Always was. Not everyone is, unfortunately, Baldur's Gate, right? And Larian. So like it doesn't mean that you should like kind of like forbid games like that to exist. But I mean, I can see some of them being like, I can see that being a bit of an issue. Let's see, let's see. Well, I mean, that was, to be honest, it was always a thing. Like, it's not exactly Baldur's Gate doing it, but Baldur's Gate kind of like brought it to light, right? More. Like, it brought way more people to RPG that are not familiar with how things are. That's for you, Corsa. That's for you. And I absolutely agree. I don't give a shit about voice acting. I'm like completely fine with reading this stuff aloud on stream. I have no problem. Sometimes voice is kind of dead after a long session, like in Pillars of Eternity, for example. It was quite the training for me. But like, I don't care. Like, I'm fine with that. But there's a lot of people who kind of like start, like, you basically get a negative review just because you don't have voice acting. And like, bro. Not groundbreaking or anything, it's just well done. Yeah, true. Should not be, will not be a new standard. Yeah, just for some time right now, after release of Baldur's Gate, everyone releasing RPG is gonna be dealing with a bunch of those people, for sure. And like okay, and that's fine, right? Like, ignore those PPGs, whatever. What I'm more afraid, right, that it's gonna set, like, not the standard, but like because of those PPGs complaining, right? Even more developers gonna start like kind of shifting towards this, like, okay, we need to like cut budgets on this, and on that, just so we can make, you know, beautiful picture, beautiful trailer, voice acting, everything for the mass market, but it's shallow and garbage. Kind of what happened with the Outer Worlds, for example, to some extent, right? Because, like, I think, I don't remember, was it actually even, like, said in one of the articles, or we just kind of, like, you know, like, pieced things together back then? That is, like, pretty much the budget was so kind of, like, scuffed for them that they ended up just to keep full voice acting. They needed to kind of, like, reduce the scope just so everything is voice acted, because people like voice acting, right? Same with Oblivion, in my opinion. Like, you play Morrowind, which, like, I don't like Bethesda. Well, Fallout's obviously I played a while ago, right? And I do think that their Fallouts are trash compared to the old ones. I did play their Scrolls recently, and I have to say the Morrowind is actually fucking good. Like, I love Morrowind. Morrowind is nice. Oblivion is trash, and part of the reason of that is the voice acting, in my opinion, because it just reduces so much depth in the dialogue and in everything, because, well, you know, you're gonna pay more. Like, you add extra line of text to the lore, it's basically like plus, you know, a few dozens of dollars, maybe. Like, Ultan knows the prices, and he posted. I was fucking shocked, dude, how much voice actors actually ask for just like a few lines. So basically, they kind of like try to cut it everywhere, and then you have like shittier dialogues, less options, less lore in the dialogues, more lore kind of going in the books and stuff. Like so people don't like people who interested to read it. Everyone else just doesn't even see it, and you just get like those like beautiful voice acted games, but shallow kinda. Well, more shallow than they used to be. And I just kind of like hope that it's not gonna like fully go into that. Like, it's nice when it's like, Disco Elysium did, right? Like, they released, it's good, it's amazing. And then, when they sold well and everything, they made Director's Cut, they added the voice acting and everything, so even more people could join and experience it, conveniently in the way they like, with the high production value. That way would be good. Like, if we will go with this way, that will be nice. And just kind of like hope it's not gonna like reduce the quality just because they're gonna be adding all this like voice acting and all this like the fancy stuff, Like, I'd rather have like a good RPG with like massive fucking texts, but it's interesting. And with a lot of variety in the dialogues. Like Starfield, for example, is trash with that shit. Like all the choices, all the branching happens at the very like end of the tree, basically. Like you branch at the very final decision already. And the branching is garbage too, let's be real there. First CRPG fully voiced Divinity, was it? I mean, technically, like, if you think about it, Oblivion fully voiced. Should be standard for the game, rather than it's true. That is true. Well, the thing is, like, developers understand that. It's just the problem, like, will, players understand that? Like, we understand, right? Like, for me, for example, if there is no voice acting, that doesn't change a thing, like, whatsoever. Like, my friend already, for example, was complaining about Robocop. Like, he was like, dude, like, Baldur's Gate voice actors are amazing. Robocop has voice actors, but they kind of shit, it's bad. Like, I don't like that. Alright, dude. Sure. So, like, even that already is a thing, And when I started, like, this argument, right, with, like, well, not everyone has, like, the budgets and stuff. Well, just, like, get AI to voice act and stuff. Alright, sure. Well, the finals did it, so that's nice. That you can do that instead if you don't have money. Like, alright, there we go. New Game Plus, when you enter at least in the lodge, you get something like unique, right? Like you enter a New Game Plus in the lodge, you get unique dialogues. Then you go in the side quest line, and like, I did this shit in the previous life. Well, like previous universe, right? And there's not a single like line that would kind of like, play into that. At least like some joke line or something. Like, oh, I know, like you can skip all this introduction. I know who you are or something, right? Like, at least something. No, it's just exactly the same stuff again. Because they would need to record more, dialogue options then again. Oblivion is still a fair bit above Starfield writing-wise. Writing-wise? I don't think so, actually. I think writing in Oblivion was also, like, really subpar. I think so. Like, I don't even, like, remember it that well, to be honest. I'm gonna be real. I don't even, like, remember it that much. Like, in some, like, wide strokes, I remember the Oblivion. Like, Morrowind, I remember. Morrowind, I still don't think it's, like, some sort of, like, super high-tier writing, but it was solid. Oblivion? No, I don't think so. Like, if anything, I think, like, some of the things in Starfield were, like, even like, the concept of... Oh, the conceptually, Mind Quest was good. The way it was done was bad. Especially some of the, like, the collectathon shit embedded in the main quest is, like, bro, that should be illegal. Felt more alive or interesting. Well, I mean, I played Oblivion like literally less than a year ago. And like kinda not super crazy far. Oblivion did feel, yeah, a little more alive and stuff because it's just one world where you still fast travel, right, quite often. But you still do have a lot of exploration on the foot when you actually kind of just like run and encounter things, which in Starfield barely happens. CRPG doesn't have to be. Well, I mean, let's also go through the fact that Baldur's Gate was also for like 2 years or something in early access, right? So that was like technically need to look at that version back there too. People tend to forget that stuff, kinda, and that's also something that a lot of developers of games and yeah, developers mostly, right, and the players too, to be honest, to keep like in their mind, right? Like it wasn't built instantly. It didn't like instantly just release with everything perfect. Not to diminish their efforts and success, right? Amazing game, super, but just the fact that, you know, like it shouldn't be something that people will kind of like be scared to release their games or something, or trying to release, like go full perfectionism mode. You need to be still careful with that shit. Yeah, Exclamad, I mean, understandable. Understandable, I understand that. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I judged Morrowind and Oblivion both, like, freshly. Like, Morrowind I played basically, like, 2 years ago, Oblivion less than a year ago, right? And, like, Morrowind was amazing. And that legit was super good. Oblivion, I did enjoy Oblivion, too. I did... Like, gameplay-wise, Starfield is, like, way over that. Like, Starfield gameplay is, like, super fun. I tell you that. Like, it's nice. Like, shooting is amazing, weapon mods, different weapons. The only few perks that actually make a difference, sort of, and, like, do something, like the boost pack perks. Super fun. But the world is trash, yeah. The world is trash. Main quest in both is trash. Actually, I have to say, main quest in Oblivion and in Starfield both are garbage. But the side quests, like the guilds, for example, in Oblivion are better. Like, guilds in Oblivion were good. Like, I do remember, like, some of the quests and, like, environments and encounters and stuff that I did in guild, right? Like the Dark Brotherhood, for example, the one where you need to basically to make everyone die in the house, right? Like the detective sort of one. Like, you remember those because they're cool. And there was like pretty much something like that in almost all of the Shivering Isles. Well, that's the DLC, right? Who knows? Maybe Starfield DLC will like fucking blow us away, you know? They tend to make like one really good DLC for all their games. Like Fallout 3 had a good one, Fallout 4 had a good one, maybe Starfield will have a good one. We'll see. But like even the main game, like all the guilds, all the factions were really good. Like, I remember pretty much all those quest lines and they were cool. In Starfield, not much. Don't play RPGs for gun combat, true, but I think like it still was better than Oblivion gameplay though. They good? No, they're actually good. Like the Dark Brotherhood one was really nice. Like, an amount of ways you could do that quest also was ridiculous. Like you could just make a spell to increase the gravity, right? And then just like push someone from the staircase so they just die because the gravity is huge, right? Like there was like so many different ways to go to that quest, and that quest just was interesting. That was cool. And there was some like twists in that, and Dark Brotherhood in general, right? Like, remember like trying to kill when I would just like put the fucking poisoned apple on this plate, and then we were just like sitting there on stream and waiting, and the dude was like constantly pulling some other piece of food from his fucking pocket, so I ended up like yoinking all the food everywhere possible from his pocket, I think, too, just so there is this fucking poison apple they're laying on this, so he finally eats it and dies. You know, like all those things. That was nice. That was fun. Like, the guild quests were really good. Better than Morrowind, actually, maybe. Maybe. Because in Morrowind, I don't really remember some sort of like a very memorable guild chain. In Oblivion, there was like decent amount. And Oblivion was like one of the games when people were like, "Oh, you're doing like this guild now? Oh shit, that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna watch that. Like, wait for it, you know." And that was actually good. Starfield kind of like has only one faction quest that was really nice, like Vanguard one. That one was nice. That one had some interesting stuff. That one had some twists and everything in too. So that was decent. And the main quest had like one mission where you have this like the universe shifting to traverse the facility. That is also something I will remember. Nothing memorable ever happened. Well, no, those things I will remember. As I said, like the shifting universes stuff, that was cool. That was actually really cool, and that is also kind of something that people with like modding and stuff might make like some really cool like quests and puzzles with that system, because that was really nice. The Vanguard questline was pretty decent too. That was nice. The side quest with the colony, that like kind of like the ancient colony ship, that one was also really nice. Like the quest in the end was like undercooked. Like there could be, in the end, that quest actually was pretty good for Starfield, because there was like 3 options, right? Usually you don't get that much in Starfield, so it wasn't too bad. I was early in the game, so I thought it was bad. It was for Starfield, that was good. But like the concept in general of the concept itself just kind of like, you know, makes your like brain go, like, you know, like all this like they could later kind of more developed human civilization encounters, like some sort of like, you know, the arc going from the older human civilization, preserving everything as it was from back then through like hundreds of years, and then like old humanity encounters the new humanity. Like, kind of cool. I like that. Naked Mars guy. Well, in terms of actually bugs and funny situations, I think both Oblivion and Starfield were kind of equal. Like they both delivered a lot, and the quests from both are clips from both are like golden, dude. Absolutely. But yeah, basically what I'm all about on this one is that like I just like this is dog shit opinion here though. Yeah, that's like not a proper way to say, but I mean, I explain why, right? Like if you say some opinion is not exactly right or bad, you need to explain, right? And which I already did. But again, like if you go to the restaurant, you don't need to know how like hard cook was working or something, right? To make your food. You just want to eat food. Food is bad, you're not happy. Food is good, you are happy, right? Same with anything. Like you buy a product, you buy a car, you want the car to fucking drive, right? You don't care that like someone had like bad day and they forgot to like screw something tight or whatever, and your car fucking fell apart. You don't care about that. You buy the product, you want it to be good. It's not good, you have a right to complain. That's it. You don't need to be a cook to, you know, to dislike some food. Sure, maybe, you know, you like ordered some like super special local cuisine, right? That might be not up for everyone's taste, and you eat it and you don't like it, and you kind of like complain about it, but that's how it's supposed to taste. It's not the cook's fault, right, that it tastes like this. It's how it's supposed to be, not his problem that you tried it. But that's the thing, this wasn't some specific product for some niche audience. It was like mass advertised, you know, huge AAA blockbuster for everyone that was supposed to blow us all away. It did not. So, like, I mean, it's nice to keep in mind, right? Like, as I said earlier about Skull and Bones, right? I don't wish the game to fail. And I don't understand people who wish the game to fail. Like, sure, you might not like Ubisoft. Absolutely. I don't like them. I don't really play their games much. But like wishing them to like fail is just like, why? Like it's devs behind, and it's people with the jobs, people who get laid off and like, you know, they get the job cuts and stuff all over the place now. Why do you want more of that on the market, right? Like, let them succeed, let them, you know, get the better lines in their resume so they can find somewhere better, and maybe like, you know, they will improve the situation, the company and stuff in the end too, and make like more creative and cool games because they have better budgets and now available, you know. So like you need to keep in mind also, yeah, sure, that the developers also putting their work into it, even in some sort of like Starfield and everything, right? Like people put effort in and all that stuff in their careers and stuff also sort of on the line, but that shouldn't really drive your decision making. Like if a game is bad, it's bad. You don't care like if, you know, developers put everything into it, it's a bad game. Nothing against developers, nothing personal. There might be a shitload of reasons why it's bad, but it's bad. Don't need success of any game as a service games. Well, I mean, let's put it that way. Like, wishing it to fail, I think it's not really nice. Not really good. Sure, like, don't need to be success, don't need to be some like giga. It should like just let it, you know, fly kind of okay, so they don't get a bunch of so they don't become a laughing stock, right? So developers are not gonna be getting some pipigas in the Twitter and stuff to deal with and stuff. Just let it be decent launch. That's it. That's pretty much it. The thing is, like, if it's not going to be some sort of giga success with a lot of money, then it's already kind of going to be a failure in the eyes of the corp. Just let it be, like, solid game. Sort of kind of like Lamplighters League or something, right? Game is good. Didn't succeed, though. And company, sadly, is still fucking ripped, though. Unfortunately, harebrained schemes, even though game is kind of good and good reviews, but it just didn't sell well. So, yeah, like, shouldn't be, like, some sort of, like, crazy success, because I also don't like live service games as a trend. I do agree with that absolutely, but yeah, I kind of don't wish anything really to fail. Don't really wish things to fail. A better note, a better note. A gotcha, excessive microtransactions, shallow content in Diablo Immortal. You know, I kind of... I want them to... kind of like, you know, I want them to go good reviews and everything, but not good enough to warrant more of that. Let's put it that way, you know? You know what I mean? Kind of, again, like Lamplighters League and stuff like this. Like, I want them to kind of be, you know, something you can put in your resume, but not something that's gonna continue as a trend. Like, I don't want them to bring like some crazy overblown profits. Let's put it that way, I guess. Yeah, Gastabani, yeah. Not view those companies as people. I view the products, though, kinda. Yeah, window, yeah. Nah, not sure about that. I think someone would find some other way to try to monetize shit like this, in my opinion. Like, there would be someone who would still try something, to pull something like that. And they probably would succeed in the end, one way or another. They wouldn't stop, that's the thing, yeah. Well, yeah, the entity make games they lose jobs or something, not your concern. I mean, that is also not false, but yeah, I just feel like, you know, wishing something to fail when some people can just enjoy it and stuff is just like kind of not the best thing. Some people enjoy like fucking Genshin and stuff and shit. Like, I don't judge them. Whatever. Whatever. As long as they don't like ruin their livelihood by spending all the money there. To each their own. To each their own. You know, alcohol and stuff is also kind of bad. And does pretty bad things to some people. But to some people it's kind of not really a bad thing every once in a while. So it's kind of like a little bit more of a deep discussion and conversation. But I just kind of like more of a apologetical towards the people not being too invested into this stuff, you know. Like actually like actively hating, actively wishing something to fail and stuff. Like... he's fine. Let the nature run its course. Let the nature run its course. When it's out, and if it's bad, I do absolutely agree. Like if it's gonna be out and it's gonna be like bad and stuff, then yeah, for sure. I mean, as I said, like $60 for Skull and Bones. Nope, that's a big nope. A biggest nope was there. So that's already my review on that one. For $60, no. Less, we'll see. probably like should be way less. I mean, with regional pricing. Like if it will be like the analog of like 30-40 bucks in regional pricing, then maybe my review would be better. Other than that, nope. Same here. I played it. I have issues with the Starfield and stuff. Something I liked, but a lot of things I disliked. That so far probably was like the least favorite one. One of the most fun in terms of gameplay though, I have to say. But overall, least enjoyable as a whole experience. And yeah, like I know how much effort and stuff was there, but yeah, you still guys fucking suck. Let's put it that way. I'm more tempted to get the Avatar than Skull and Bones. No, that one I kind of just like whatsoever not interested in. I don't know, just something like not clicking with me. The piratey stuff kind of does. The Avatar, nope, whatsoever. And see, again, like Avatar also, apparently, like I thought Avatar gonna be like some kind of like mediocre stuff. Well, I mean, it is kind of mid though, right? It wasn't like something that just like completely blew everyone away, right? But it's also not failure or something. Just solid game. If basically Skull and Bones will end up in the same position, that would be alright. Like it wouldn't be like, you know, some giga success that will warrant them to milk it hard, but it's gonna be like something that people will enjoy playing. Because there's not a lot of pirate games in general. Like if it'll be another like other live service about something else, I probably wouldn't even like try it. But I kinda wouldn't mind. Kinda wouldn't mind. Some pirating games going. Alright, continue on. Embracer Group layoffs continue at 3D Realms and Slipgate Ironworks. And more. Has made a proper single-player pirate game. Well, I mean, there are some people do try, but yeah, not always it does end well. There are some like remaster of older ones coming now, like with the Corsair's Legacy and stuff. That might be actually good. For Christmas this year, I got laid off. Lead composer, sound design, Michael Markey posted on Twitter. If anyone is looking for a level designer or audio, please hit me up. Oh, there we go. Several sources told me this bad news. Sorry to hear about another drop of the axe by Embracer Group, this time landing on Danish 3D Realm. There it is again. A lot of people, including core devs, will be looking for work ASAP. Hopefully they land jobs soon. And this one hits me hard because I worked with the new 3D Realms from 2014 up until when they were bought out by Embracer 2.5 years ago. Guess 2023 wouldn't be complete without me losing the best job I've ever had in my life. I'll figure it out, I guess. There it is. Another one, man. It's like every week at this point already. Riot Games Prime Gaming promotions will end in 2024. No exact date. Conclude in March 2024 for all of their games. Prime Gaming has decided not to renew our promotion. Means the last capsule drops will end in March 2024 across all of our games. It's disappointing and wanted to let you know as soon as we could. I wonder. So I guess it's from the Twitch's side. Well, they also scaled down on, what's the name? The Crown channel or whatever, right? So I guess they kind of like lowering the presence of the Twitch Prime, sorta. I wonder if at some point they will just in general kind of cuck Twitch Primes away. Now that would be interesting. Oh yeah, this one. Team Awards, well, we'll go through that when it's gonna be time to vote, but there was some quality stuff. This one, yeah, Most Innovative Gameplay Award, and we have Shadows of Doubt, we have Starfield, we have Remnant 2, Your Only Move is Hustle, and Contraband Police. So yeah, the Steam Awards will be interesting there. You recall? Because CSC. Starfield Innovative, yeah. Exactly. Well, outside of these, I would say You're on the Move as Hustle is like the dankest stuff with Innovative, for sure. And Shadows of Doubt, I would also say. Well, I mean, I guess kind of the general idea of gameplay is not that innovative, but altogether it is quite. Like, the game itself is innovative. Like, it's a really good game. I played it a bunch, and I really like it. And I will return when it's like fully released and stuff. We're gonna go again, because that was super good. But yeah, outside of these two, like Contraband Police, I guess kinda, but like in general, it's like another playway game pretty much. It's like the usual stuff, just instead of like the house flippering or something, the flipping houses and stuff, you just like flip the boxes with contraband or something. So overall, not exactly. Remnant, yeah, I don't think it's that innovative, and Starfield, yeah, about that, dude. But the funny part is, like, this is the popularity thingy, so chances are pretty high that Starfield actually might win this one. Or, like, rather, like, the most innovative ones, I really doubt they will win, because they're just not as popular. Like, other three are popular. Contraband Police also was kind of like a big meme, so yeah, it is pretty, well, yeah, but we'll see, we'll see. Can't tell if it's a meme pick or not, yeah. Well, someone innovated, someone nominated that. Like, imagine there's like a lot of people actually the nominations for the Steam Awards basically are whatever we were nominating before, right? And you kind of just like randomly put any game you want, and if a lot of people kind of also put that game, then it becomes a nomination. So there was a lot of people who were nominating Starfield there, actually. Now, Contraband Police actually is, like, the thing about Contraband Police, it's fun. Like, like, all those playway games, simulators, they are pretty much all the same, most of them. And quite a lot of them kind of like, well, I mean, you need to be in specific mindset to enjoy those. But, like, the ones where they actually excel, the ones that are, like, good, are the ones that are funny. Like, Drug Dealer Sim was really good because of that, and yeah, the Contraband Police is also good. Because they're funny. They're not, like, trying too hard, you know, and everything, and, like, the theme and stuff is fun, and yeah, they're just funny. And that's why they're good. Yeah, Hustle is legit innovative, for sure. Hustle is actually legit innovative. Probably the most out of the list. Second would be Shadows of Doubt, for sure. Yeah, Thermask, yeah. The thing is, like, those mechanics, they already, like, existed in all of their games, pretty much, one way or another. Like, they have the framework, these guys. They just make simulators of everything. It's just in this one, they kind of put it all on the kind of, like, funny, humorous foundation. And that worked pretty good. See, what do I say? That's very quick and cheap stuff. The thing is, they're publishing, right? So it depends on developer, really. Depends on developer. Like, some of them are pulling, like, some good stuff. Like the Drug Dealer Sim is still kind of like one of the, like, memorable games I played on stream, because it was full of memes and stuff. There's a second one coming, and I would love to play that one too, because that was good shit. I wanted to play Contraband Police too, but didn't get the key for it though, so I just kind of, like, and there was some other games, so I kind of just, like, didn't even push for it too much, just, like, you know, played something else. Don't expect Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox Game Pass, Larian says. And that's pretty much it. So not coming to Game Pass in the future, at least not anytime soon, I guess. Whether it's also because they are, like, they're also, like, mad that Game Pass wanted to buy them that cheap. How much, Dave? Not much. Not too much. At the finals, use of AI isn't going away anytime soon. Alright, so game developer and Bark Studios brand director. Saw the discussion happening, and one of the reasons we discussed it from the onset on the developer podcast was because we have been super transparent about the use of AI-based TTS in the game. One thing that we want to make really clear in terms of how we use those tools in the finals is that we use a combination of recorded voice actors and AI-based TTS that is based on contracted voice actors. We don't generate voice and video from thin air. Well, I mean, as long as those voice actors agreed to that and got paid for it, then, I mean, whatever. I think with these new tools, they're not going to go away, and the important thing for us is to be transparent about the way we use them. That's the context we want to provide going forward. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, if they did actually teach the AI on the actors who agreed to that, then, well, it's on those actors. If they agreed, then I guess, fine. A new Elden Ring expansion details possibly leaked. Shooter was true. Well, I mean, it seems like it, but we'll see before more drama. According to new leak, upcoming collaboration between Elden Ring and Thrustmaster will sync with the new Shadow of the Earth 3 expansion for an anniversary celebration. This suggests that the next DLC could arrive around February 25th, which is when Elden Ring originally launched in 2022. I do feel like it probably gonna be announcement, not the release, I think. New collab between Elden Ring and Controller Company claims that they can be synced with the DLC release on the anniversary. Yeah, I think it's gonna be announcement probably. I don't think they're gonna just release out of nowhere. And didn't mention big expansion. Still a room for announcement this month. Elden Ring announcements have cut it pretty close before. Yeah, I think so, Turbaski. Yeah, I think so. Like it's like the Elden Ring and Elden Ring DLC is huge. Like if anything, if they don't want to go Game Awards, they probably will do something like GTA did, most likely, right? They're gonna be, well, we're gonna be announcing something soon. Tune in on the anniversary of Elden Ring to see something, you know, something POG. And then it gets leaked and gonna be showed before with some Bitcoin shit written all over it or something, most likely. But yeah, I think it's probably gonna be the announcement on the anniversary. And the actual DLC some other time. Actually not sure when would they do that. Maybe even pretty soon, like month or two after the announcement. But I think it's gonna be announcement first. Like it's gonna be big announcement. And the game is huge and they need it because like I think they're gonna farm hard from announcement. Maybe not GTA level hard, but like pretty hard. Twitch has flip-flopped again on nudity rules. There it is. On Wednesday, Twitch revealed an overhaul to its nudity policies that relax rules across the streaming platform. It was loosening on the law that saw a rampant trend kick off almost instantly, with thousands of channels showing off all manner of suggestive, lewd and sexual content that would have previously been bannable under the original rule set. And it's all gone. The rules are changing again, going back to where they were, with the Twitch once again prohibiting depictions of real or fictional nudity across the site, regardless of the medium. There also was a great deal of new content that was allowed under the updated policy. Yep, they still do have all the twerking and striptease. There it is. Much of the content created has been met with community concern. These are concerns we share. Upon reflection, we have decided that we went too far with this change. Digital depictions of nudity present a unique challenge. AI can be used to create realistic images, and it can be hard to distinguish between digital art and photography. Clancy explained that there is a review happening right now that's taking a closer look at the site's community guidelines, so in a few days we might see another change taking place on Twitch. It's such big news. Well, I mean, that was quite a feast, the man in our section, so it is pretty big news. And a lot of people specifically try to like spin those news even harder, so you know, Twitch kinda rethinks what they're doing. Wonder how much money it brings them? I don't think it's actually that crazy though. That's the thing. Like I think it's people kind of overestimate how much like the Coomer stuff. Well, the thing is like the Coomer stuff brings them money, but first of all, it's like it's drops in the sea compared to the big streamers. Second of all, like more tame Coomer content doesn't really mean that it makes less money. Like making things a little more strict not gonna really change much, because like the thing is like Coomers already have plenty of, you know, places where they can go for Coomer content, right? They're plain fucking porn sites and stuff, like easily accessible everywhere. So like they still here, they still on Twitch, right? So like even if it'll be a little more strict, I mean, whatever. It's not like they can't get like unstrict, you know, content somewhere. They're still gonna stay. They're still gonna bring money in and stuff. So that's not really that big of a deal, I would say. And the W content on Twitch looks more degenerate than literal porn. I mean, true. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like actually plain, you know, just like what was happening in art. Well, not everything, right? Obviously, like some like lolly shit, like some AI shit, that's too much. But just like people, you know, like drawing their like porn arts that they were doing before, like Little Pixon, some other artists that do like some Coomer art and animations and everything. They were just like doing like straight up porn, and that's, in my opinion, that's like way less degenerate than the Coomer bait stuff that you see like in Just Chatting, that basically kind of like tries to appeal to, you know, like to insecure and vulnerable, sexually vulnerable men, I guess, on the platform to bait the nations and everything. In my opinion. The hot tub stream's weird to you? Yeah, I don't understand that content whatsoever, dude. I do agree with you. If anything, for like art category, I could see that going like into like there's already a lot of artists on Twitch, and a lot of like porn artists basically on Twitch, and they just kind of need to do tame stuff on their streams and pretty much like, you know, do their usual stuff that makes them money and everything off stream. So basically, it's just kind of like making it easier for them and generating more content for Twitch, because, you know, they don't need to like work off stream on that stuff. They can just stream all this shit. So more content for Twitch, more people around. For artists, it's also good because more promotion, doing their actual work, not like drawing the tame stuff, but drawing the actual shit already right here and there. So that was kind of like win-win for everyone. But yeah, that went out of control way too fast. Way too fast. No, with real people, you're not allowed, eh? Real people didn't get any... Well, for real people now, there's like twerking and the pole dancing. I'm not sure about that one. Not sure about that rule change. That sounds kind of weird, eh? And now it's also kind of like more focused on like, you know, like the sexuality is like on all the areas that might be associated with the sexual stuff. They can do more focus on that now too. I don't know. Like it's not even like about like those things. They're not even that big on the platform, right? Like it's drop in the sea compared to everyone else. But the thing is, like, it's still you constantly get that shit everywhere. Like I went to, like, they said it's not going to be in recommended, and it isn't actually, but like you go like lower in some other like types of recommendations and you see that stuff one way or another. And on the mobile app, dude, I don't really watch whatsoever on the mobile, like never. But I was like use mobile app on Twitch now for stories, right? Because you need to post stories through the app. So I started like using that shit, and out of interest, I was like, oh, let's see, like what will happen if I press like the browse right on there, like which channels it will show. Dude, 10 channels, the top 10 channels it showed in just chatting category, like it has like sorting not by amount of views, but sorting by recommendations or sorts, right? I opened just chatting, 10 streams, 10 top streams I counted, 10 top streams I counted, 9 of them were Coomer baits, 9 of them. A lot of them were small actually, like less than 100 views and everything, but there you go. That's the first thing you see going in just chatting category, basically. And another one, like 9, were Coomer baits, and another one was VTuber. Pretty much, that's it. That's all you get. Then you scroll over, you already get like some of like the big just chatting streamers and everything. But yeah, pretty much that's what you met with. And that is Pipega. That is Pipega. Yeah, there must. Yeah, there should be better categorization on everything. Like all content, like kind of with games, right? Like you play like Starfield, like people go in, they don't expect you sitting there playing like, I don't know, like a Warcraft or something. The same should be kind of there. Like it's like if there would be just like, you know, just gaming category, for example, and everything would go in there and try to find something. The same with all the other categories, just chatting, art, all those things. There should be like different, like maybe not exactly like categories, but like some sort of like subcategories or like tag filters. So you like pick the subcategory of kind of art you do. Like, yeah, maybe it's like some lewd stuff. Maybe it's like, you know, like the actual physical art. Maybe you like draw fucking paintings. There are people doing that, right? Bob Ross there. Art, you know, like sculpting, art, like woodworking. There's like so much stuff that you should probably categorize better. Same with like just chatting and stuff, right? Like what people do in just chatting. Like people do everything in just chatting. So people even gaming there. But like cooking is in just chatting when there's its own category there, right? Like there's like the Coomer bait stuff in just chatting. There's reacting in just chatting. There's chatting in just chatting, right? There's like way too much stuff also going on that should probably like actual IRL walking around, even though there's a category for that too. Like no one uses that. Well, some people do actually, but yeah, none of the big ones are. True, must true. Tarkov Arena beta goes live tomorrow, December 17th. So today already. There is gonna be this is their like team deathmatch or whatever, or just deathmatch stuff. Wasn't it? I remember there was like some trailer or something for that we watched before. Oh, they have some like the esports going already, alright. First esports tournament, then with the prize pool and stuff. Insane. Tarkov's going places there. Hey Portable, hello. How we doing? Alright. Second, that was... Let me check what you guys did post. Oh yeah, the Trustmaster we saw. Sea of Stars devs remove the completionist cameo amid charity controversy. Damn son. Dude with insane charity fundraising got removed. Let's put in the game there also. Now it's gone. Completionist cameo patched out of Sea of Stars. Nice. He also collects donations in game too, I see, alright. Dude who was gathering money for charity that actually didn't end up in the charities. But what a twist. What a twist. Sega trademarks a number of classic gaming franchises, including Altered Beast. Altered Beast, Eternal Champions, Jet Set Radio, well, that we kind of saw. Kid Chameleon. Let's see. Too young for those IPs? Well, I mean, I actually haven't played any of these either, so... I am somewhere there too. Second, this one. Your recent excitement for the next game in the Subnautica universe has been infectious. While we're not quite ready to surface more info, keep watching this space. We'll share more about our early access plans in 2024. Not bad, not bad. And we'll see what this is all gonna be about. And we'll see what that will be all about. Oh yeah, and that one. Ubisoft. Fine. They registered domain names for Might and Magic Fates. The Shanghai studio was previously hiring for a new Might and Magic AAA game. AAA, actually. Developing a new Might and Magic AAA game. World director. A successful candidate expected to have significant experience developing open world games. But we'll see, we'll see. So maybe actually not a mobile game. If it's like AAA with open worlds and stuff, maybe not actually mobile. I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. Alright, 1 second. Last thing. What a member. Brother Mon. Remember their cookies there. Third person survival open world MMO Might and Magic. Could be that. Removed from sale. Peter Molyneux, a Goddess and Goddess Wars never finished. And they gone. Due to upcoming technical change to Amazon Web Services affecting our ability to serve necessary game files to new users, these titles are to be withdrawn from the Steam store. Please be assured that existing players will continue to enjoy these games without interruption. Sincerely appreciate the incredible support from our players over the past decade and extend our heartfelt thanks to you all. So will they bring it back though? That announcement didn't really say anything about it. You're right, he's like interview about the next stuff that is coming. Okay, so no other info there, I guess. All right. We'll see. Will they actually be back or not? More action-focused Might and Magic to get the zoomers on the IP? Could be. I don't know. Like, the thing is, like, I don't know if the IP is, like, you know, that appealing, I guess, to kind of, like, resurrect it as something new. I think, if anything, you should probably be focused on boomers. I'm gonna be real with you. Gonna be way more success that way, I feel. I feel that will be way more success that way. Alright. And that is it for today. So, I still don't know. 1 second. Oh, shit. Let's keep up waiting. Damn son. But still